That music makes you want to beat people up. I'm just saying. Showtime!
Welcome back to the Nerdcore Live Show number 72, as always hosted by your Nerd Gonna here, and as always joined by my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
Sup, everybody. Still ain't dead.
That's
Yep.
But he bought a treadmill, which could possibly kill him.
Or extend my lifespan. It's 50-50.
Starting off with the resub. Thank you for the resub, Luis.
Woo woo.
Thanks, Luis.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Does that mean we got to read cards? That means we got to read cards, right?
Yeah.
Well, resub, bro. Yeah. I mean, he just got charged $5 again, so it's a resub. Yeah. And joining us.
Whoa. It's not a normal sub. What's a hyper crown?
What?
Wait, what?
It says he has a hyper crown.
The fuck is that?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Where's Mr. Chillzone when we need him?
I mean,
Mr. Chillzone, explain this shit.
Expertise.
I need chill zone. I don't
Chill
need
zone
a
stat.
I need chill zone. Hyper crown. Huh.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
wonder what that
that's
is.
more than 1 month. I don't know.
I don't know.
Did
But
you pay extra?
Also returning to join us, that is the Dr.
Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones.
That's not racist.
Doctor. It's doctor for you.
Oh,
yeah.
Doctor for your ass.
Yeah. What's Dr. Jones, Red?
I'm not going there, Ro. That's bait.
I don't know what that is.
If they don't know what that is, then they've never watched some of the best Spielberg movies ever.
They just suck.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Now you know? Now you understand? Oh, you just got the reference.
I think so. Wait. No, Brad, are we gonna get in trouble for that?
What, for Dr. Jones?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it in an Asian accent. I'm just saying Dr. Jones.
Oh, okay. Because I don't want him to get in trouble.
I know the limit, Raul. There are times when I cross the lines, and there are times when no. I'm not saying it in an Asian accent. But I mean, other than those racist parts, Indiana Jones is pretty good movies.
No Time for Love. No Time for Love, Dr. Jones. It was a different time. Yep.
Still not acceptable. Yes. I mean, it's like the nerd movies. Revenge of the Nerds.
What up, little cutie vert? How you doing?
Little cutie vert in the chat.
Also joining us, Luigi.
Oh,
How you doing, bro?
I thought my AC had finally turned on, but it's just the one from the living room. I leave the door open so at least some of the air comes in.
You need a fan, girl.
You don't
Like a standing fan, not just overhead.
Yeah, I need one of those fans like right there so that the air, like the cold air, can contact my room.
Thank you, Gio, for lurking at least.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. You good?
Yeah.
So, Luis, you gonna be soft spoken today?
I was never soft spoken.
Wait, Luis, do the camera. Do the camera thing. Do the camera thing.
Give me a minute.
You need a countdown? I can give you a countdown.
He's flexing. He's flexing.
One,
He's flexing.
Damn.
There you go.
bro.
There you go, Michelle. Now you get all angles. Dutch angle.
Okay, now give me the camera that's pointing at your ass.
I got you.
This is not that kind of movie.
Do
Whoa.
you have enough subscribers for that?
You have to go to OnlyFans.com. Luigi.
Is that the camera pointing at his balls? The one with the OnlyFans.com?
Yeah,
It's just a live stream the whole time.
I switched to it. It has the text on it.
Do not stand up, Louise.
Sit and appreciate. It's just right there, just hanging down. Look at it if you want. You guys got like another hour here. Oh man. But yeah, dude, it's been quite the week. We had quite the day today. Watched a terrible movie.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't care what Tony says. That was bad. I mean, I agree with Tony on a lot of things, but that movie is.
What you talking about?
The Tax Collector. It's bad.
I am going to I am dreading reviewing it tomorrow, Brad.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what score to give it because there were some good scenes, but for the most part, I just didn't care for the movie. Yeah. So I'm like, do I give it a 5 like Raul when he just doesn't give a fuck about the movie, or do I give less because it's bad? Like I don't know. Like, I'm probably going to give it like 0.5 higher or lower than what you do.
What's it called? I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. I'm giving it a big fat two. Haven't given a movie a 2 in a while.
Raul, that's meant for you.
Fuck you, GM. Fuck you. Fuck you. You
guys
don't know what that's about. Look, my friends, I want to show you something. So I got this in the mail. I had ordered this like weeks ago. So this is my 120 millimeter camera. And so let me show you guys what's supposed to be inside this camera that's not here. So look, if you open this in the back, right? Sorry, there we go. We open this in the back, right? You see there, let me go ahead and see if I can focus that in there. There you go. Right here.
I see nothing.
There's supposed to be a spool in there because then the film will go over here so it can be able to be winded. So when I contact the dude and tell him, hey, bro, why isn't there? Motherfucker's a condescending prick. And he says,
is he from Ukraine?
Yup.
Makes sense.
And he said, what's it called? It's not an essential part to the camera. How the fuck am I supposed to fucking wind the film then? If it's not.
Sauce Boss in the chat.
Sauce Boss, thank you for joining us on Wednesday for our very incomplete Discord movie showing, which ended up getting canceled. But
you having issues?
Yup. The subtitles were being read way ahead of the film.
Oh, that's not
and I couldn't join because I found out that I had like 4 readings for my class the next day that were each 30 pages long.
I was starting to think maybe I should have shown Good Time instead of the one that I switched it over to. But
you switch it over to?
What's up?
Which one did you switch it over to?
Hero 2002 by Zhang Yimou. It's a Chinese Wuxian film. I'm pretty sure I just said that wrong, but it's based on like one of the old Chinese dynasties, and it has like really like it's like martial arts and kind of like sword fights and stuff. It's pretty badass. Not gonna lie, but yeah, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to watch it because the files, the subtitles weren't working correctly. But I mean, it's whatever. I'll just try to get another file. It's all right. Yeah, man. I'm just sad because it was your first one and it was kind of ruined because of that, man. So like,
we'll get it right on the next one.
Yeah. Next one is Django because we're doing our audio movie commentary. So, by the way that's gonna work is that for those of you who are patrons, you guys will get the StreamYard link in the Discord. What's it called? The chat, but also on your Patreon. So, on the post, there's going to be the link to join us on StreamYard to commentate the film. Everyone can watch the film with us, but only the patrons are allowed to commentate with us. So actually be in the call with us while we watch the film and commentate it. So if you want to join us, and that's how you're going to get to do it. But I'm not going to tell you guys that you have to pay to watch the film. Like, nah, you can watch the film with us. You just can't be in the commentary. How are some of my favorite nerds?
Hi, Griffin.
What did I tell you last time, Griffin? You're my favorite nerd.
When are we watching The Godfather?
Well, this kind of ruined our plans of watching The Godfather, okay? So next week is Django. The week after will be Godfather, okay? Okay?
That's what you said like 3 weeks ago.
Hey, we reached 20 Patreon members. So, we got to watch Django. And then we can watch Godfather, okay?
Yeah.
Calm yourself, Michelle. We'll get there. I
No.
promise you.
Sorry, hey,
No.
I haven't eaten anything
She
all
hangry.
day.
She hangry on
I'm
this episode. This should be fun.
Yeah, Gio, don't worry. So Django next week, that week after is going to be what's it called? Godfather. And then the week after that one, Godfather Part 2. And then thank God we won't watch Godfather Part 3 because I don't have that file. No, so
Why wouldn't you have it? If we're watching the Alpha, then aren't you supposed to watch the entire series?
I don't have the third one, bro. I never watched The Godfather. What?
Me neither.
What?
What? Hold on. What?
Sauce? Oh, wow.
No, not Sauce. Luis, you've never seen The Godfather?
Nah, Italian mafias were never really my thing.
Dude, first of all, that's not just what The Godfather is.
I know. It's like I know most of it because my older cousin, Mario, if you guys remember him, used to watch those stuff here, like all the Al Pacino movies and all that. I forgot his name. God damn it! It's the one that was in The Irishman.
Robert De Niro?
Yeah, there you go, De Niro. Why did I forget his name? Yeah, so he used to play them all the time when he was like in his free time and stuff. So I watched parts of it with him, but overall,
yeah.
I mean, when you watch The Godfather, they'll teach you how to make marinara.
That's right, dude. They teach you
Like
make it
lot.
Clement.
Like so much marinara.
Yep.
might be my thing.
Yeah, what's it
I
called?
mean, and if you are a big horse lover, you will love this movie.
Not a horse.
I'm allergic to horses.
What's up?
She's allergic to horses.
Well, you're gonna love horses in this movie.
I mean, you're gonna absolutely fall in love with horses in this movie.
What's it called? But Gio, if you can make that happen for the third one, let me know. I don't mind watching. I just obviously don't have the file. But yeah, The Godfather is definitely more than an Italian mob film. There's a lot more there, dude. Especially the second one, which there's not a lot of movies that have sequels that the sequel is better than the first movie.
But wasn't it originally like a full 10 hours, like that they had to split it up or something?
Oh.
Okay.
No, the first one is I think 3 hours, and then the second one is like 3 hours and 20 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one we don't talk about.
But the second one, dude, those 3 hours they go like that. They go so fast. Like the first one, yeah, it takes a while to you to finish the film, but the second one goes by like that, dude.
What if I need to pee?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna have an intermission, you guys. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
stop.
I'm so sorry.
It's not
The
like the movies.
Yeah. What's it called? The Godfather. The first Godfather is 2 hours and 58 minutes, and then Godfather 2 is 3 hours and 22 minutes. Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
Oh, before we move on, let's talk about our charity roll.
That's right. Thanks for reminding me of that. And as a reminder, my friends, this stream and every stream until the end of the month will be for charity, and we will be donating all our proceeds to Color of Change. Color of Change is an organization dedicated to fighting the injustices against Black people, Indigenous people, and all people of color, not just in the United States, but all over the world. If you want to go learn more about them, go to colorofchange.org. We are accepting donations at streamlabs.com/thenerdcore. That is streamlabs.com/thenerdcore. And every single dollar gets you a card from this deck. Yep. I hate when my finger slips on the wrong one. Okay, so yeah. So just send us a donation over and we will send all that money over to Color of Change. Once again, that is to streamlabs.com/thenerdcore. CRPS. All right. Yeah, sorry, my finger slipped. I didn't expect
That's
that.
what she said.
What she said?
Wait, what did Grit again? Oh, okay.
Oh no, the chutney.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited to show you guys Godfather for the first time, especially Luis, Michelle, and Sauce Boss, because first of all, what's it called? That movie has like a lot of famous lines from cinema, and also,
I only know the hello. Say hello to my little friend, and that's it.
Scarface.
That's Scarface.
See, I don't even know.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
And I've seen I've seen
the day of my daughter's wedding.
I've only seen that part from Scarface. I actually don't know.
Make him
what
an
the-
offer he can't refuse on this. The day of my daughter's
Maybe
wedding.
lost
No, you're getting it wrong, bro. You're getting it wrong. You come to me on the day that my daughter's to be married, and you ask me,
Come to me on this day. My daughter is to be married.
and you ask me to kill. I ask you to kill
Wait,
for justice.
Doesn't that
Not justice.
The day of my
My
daughter's
daughter's
wedding.
still alive.
that comes out in Zootopia?
Yeah. It's from The Godfather.
It's a real Easter egg.
Stop it just starting to click now. Like all these references.
And then, of course, my favorite: leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Take the cannoli.
If it weren't for one class being MIA right now, it would be fully prepped for the fall semester. Yeah.
Hey, Sauce Boss, don't be talking like that. You're gonna get me locked up.
You sound like you're Russian.
Both of you guys sound
Barovia.
refreshing.
On this.
Yeah, don't you worry about it, Joe.
Well, if you look back, he actually had to stuff his cheeks with like
Yeah.
cotton balls.
Mhm.
This the day of my daughter's wedding.
And the whole cat is like improvised. Like a cat had gone on set, and he didn't plan to get the cat, but the cat just jumped on him during the filming.
I mean, it's Marlon Brando. Everything's unplanned with him. I don't know.
Yeah, and he just goes on top, and he's just like,
That's the one that had the actual mafia member, right? Like it was in part 2 where they like one of the members sent a henchman or whatever to like.
not that I know of.
It was like this.
What kind of movie you talking about?
I mean, they were in Italy, so it might have been.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I
they
mean,
wanted to watch.
they might wanted to watch because make sure another family
It was the
wasn't moving
clumsy
in.
one. Whoever was super clumsy and always messing up, like he was tongue tied and stuff. He looked always confused and stuff. I forgot.
That might have been Marlon Brando.
Maybe, who knows? Not Krypton.
What is it? Not Krypton. It's pronounced Krypton, according to Brando. That's right. But yeah, no, I'm so excited to show you guys that movie. It's The Godfather and Godfather Part 2 are one of my two favorite movies of all time. I mean, they're high up there. And I really do believe that Godfather 2 is a better movie, but Godfather 1
How old was De Niro in that first Godfather?
Oh, he was young. Really young, bro.
I mean, because he just turned what, 70 something, 77?
Yeah. He was young. I know that for sure. Because even in Taxi Driver, he looks really young too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. And anybody have an idea of how many cards we didn't do last week? I think it was like 3 that were left
Are
over.
you
right?
trying to ask me shit to remember from last week?
It's been a long
I want to say it was 3 because we got
a lot of alcohol between there and now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So I think it was 3 for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, I want to say last week's episode, fucking fantastic, dude. The Sunday episode. Oh, I love that episode so much, dude. It was fun.
It was pretty good.
Dude, I didn't expect for that to be as good as it was. I was like, shit, Michelle isn't here. What's it called? I really don't know what we want as a topic. And the whole time we were just like,
did we really actually talk about a topic? No, I think we went over it and then we just skipped it.
We just kept saying, "Count me down, bro."
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You guys.
Bro,
kept
count me
putting
down.
the Count me down.
Count me down.
You want me to?
Count me down. That's the most stupid
Wait, what?
thing.
Dude, I'm like.
By the way, when the video is playing, please don't unmute your microphone.
I'm sorry, it's because it's great. I need to sing to it.
No, because of fucking Kevin last week, he had his whole microphone, unmuted during the commercial break. So you just heard him laughing the whole time when
Keep in mind he was tipsy. He did say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Speaking about Kevin, where the fuck is he? I want him back in here. Oh man, dude. Episode 69 will always be iconic.
Oh, I love that. Luis, I like your picture.
I love it, dude. I love it.
That. Didn't I put it after the whatever Kevin said? Yeah, I remember.
And you were like, what are they doing over there?
What's going on over there? Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Dude, I love that show. It was so
I love
like,
that.
how the hell did they get those big ass balls?
The Jawbreakers.
Yeah. Yeah, that show gave me really big false expectations about how Jawbreakers actually look in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that.
I mean, you could just go throw a bath bomb in your cheek. There you go.
True, bro. True.
All right, remember that one episode where he ate the entire fucking slide just because of a pebble in the shoe? That man ate it. So Ed, the dumb one, he ate an entire metal slide playground, like the playground wouldn't, because he had a pebble in his shoe and he was mad.
I believe it.
It's Ed and Eddie, no?
Yeah, Double D was a smart one. Eddie was
the little slick back hair that calm.
He was the capitalist.
Yeah.
Oh, with the low right.
Then Ed was the sweet and dumb one.
Oh,
bro, his parents treated him like crap, man. His room, they took us stairs as a punishment to the basement. What? they legit took the stairs. Yeah, no. I'm gonna send you guys a picture because that, like,
I mean, how do you take a
so
kid's
accurate?
stairs?
Yeah,
exactly.
I watched it in Spanish, so maybe this. I mean, even though it was in another language, it's probably the same.
That's literally a structure of the house. Like that's going
you can see
far.
the outline of the stairs.
Far.
Exactly.
Wait. Can you find a screenshot or something? Like,
I know. Yeah.
Hold on, bring it up because I remember. For people who don't remember, because it's wild that they took his stairs, dude. But then again, the guy was really stupid, bro.
Nah, but the parents, like, even if he is stupid,
but he was so
I know
sweet.
That's you know much.
My favorite
so he was like,
was still Ralph, the son of a shepherd.
Ed boy.
I liked Plank. He didn't say much.
I'm here. You
Plank was
basically
my favorite character. I think there's this one episode
my
where
favorite insult was
I found the clip, bro.
If you're gonna cut Michelle off, you better get it.
You stale end of white bread. She was the one cutting me off. But you stale end of white bread.
I don't think so, bro. The Kanker sister scared me.
Hold on.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Where is it?
All right.
There's a video?
Okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, put it up.
Wait there, boys. No. What happened?
Oh my god.
That's disturbing.
Dude.
His reaction.
I'm literally Double D.
Yeah. We're like, what happened to the stairs? My parents took them out because I'm grounded.
That's a little far.
Yeah,
like really far.
Exactly.
Like where did they take them?
That's disturbing.
Oh, it's you.
Hold on, look. Yeah, this is it.
You gotta share it.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I am grounded.
Bro, you can really get dressed by the son of a shepherd.
Me, get over it, you good man.
Your crime still in piece of white bread. Return my
I need to use that more.
I resemble that remark.
Brad, you still
Confess your crimes, you piece
Hey,
of hell, white bread.
the end pieces keep everything else fresher. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
white bread.
That was a good one.
Bro, Rolf didn't take anyone's shit.
He didn't take shit at all. Okay. Do we want to go into a question?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Since we've gone back through our childhoods. Well, my teenage years, y'all's childhood.
Griffin, we appreciate you just being here, okay? I need to set up a command for lurks.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
So what's the lurk thing?
Oh, where they just like they have us on in the background.
Yeah, they just hang out.
Mm.
They're not really gonna talk and chat. They're just having us in the background.
Yeah, that's why they're just there for our numbers, really, for support.
Aw.
I've
Love
been doing
y'all
that.
people.
I don't know if we've done this one or not, but
I'll
This-
probably tell when you talk.
I think we have done this one actually. But describe the most recent thing that inspired you. Have we done that one?
Oh no, I don't think we've done this.
None of
All
them.
right.
Oh, we've never
We'll
done
go with that one then. Describe the most recent thing that inspired you.
Whew.
I mean, I can
well,
go first on this one.
I can go.
XSRK Shane Kelly, Shane the Suppy God Kelly, get me out there off my ass doing some thrifting. So shout out to the main man.
You said you're doing it online, right? Just making sure.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
listening, but still
I
viewing,
don't.
just
I don't
not checking.
actually go out and like thrift. I'm not to that point
You're
where I
good,
want to
you're
be
good.
in public all the time. So I just do it online right now, and I got a few clothes to clean. Some are pretty brand new. It's amazing. Just I guess what clothes people just give away.
Dude, I go to the rich people area in Houston.
That's the way to do it.
Bang your clothing.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Montrose, right? You go to Montrose. Have you been to Flamingos?
I haven't. Montrose, or maybe I have because I don't check the names. I just like thrift store and then
Dude, Montrose, what's it called, has Flamingos, really badass shop where you find like really cool stuff, but also really like 70s authentic kind of wear.
very
It's
old.
so badass, man.
I mean,
I got a really cool jean.
Ooh. I mean, I've been ordering from mostly this one store in like Washington State in the mountain area because they have like the snowboard jackets and everything, like brand fucking new. Because it's like people who I guess wanted to snowboard and they were like, nah, nah, bro, this isn't for me.
Yeah. The thrifting is hard because most of the time, for me, I haven't found much, and if I have found anything, it's way too small, like an extra small for whatever reason. So.
See, and I'm just there to resell it, so it's
yeah, it doesn't matter for you. So
it doesn't matter for me.
Yeah.
Sauce
I
Boss.
mean, I wish.
What you munching on?
Oh, Sauce Boss. I was eating a combination of potato salad and chicken salad with potato chips because why not?
He's about to be. Is there sauce in it?
That chicken salad gang, baby. Hell yeah.
Well, not on this
Oh,
one,
yeah.
but usually I put some botanera in there or Valentina.
I'm really mad
Yeah,
though
hell
at the
yeah,
leather
hell yeah.
jacket that I bought because it's not my size. It's not even close to my fucking size.
Yeah.
It's not Raul's size. I mean,
Could it be my size?
Yep.
It could be. It probably is your size. It's like a medium
I'll buy
in
it.
males.
Medium?
It's like $105. So
JK.
I want her to wear it.
Actually,
Please
I just
have her-
realized
have
I'm
Barbie
allergic to
Michelle.
leather.
because online,
I was gonna
like
say, Michelle.
it's a vintage. It's like 70s, 80s. So it's a vintage leather jacket that's
I
really
saw
good
the leather
condition.
jacket. I'm not gonna lie. It looked very old school, and only a few people can probably pull it off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
online,
manly
it's going
sauce
for
on
like
every
about
meal.
150,
Fuck yeah,
160. So I'm cutting the price down quite a bit compared to that.
Mhm.
How much
Yeah,
are you selling it for?
105.
Yeah.
You got it for how much?
I ain't telling you.
105.
Yeah, that's the whole
105.
point. Freaking.
I was gonna say, I'd like Michelle to wear it. What's it called? I want Michelle to wear it so when she comes down here, so I can take pictures of her with a cigarette in her mouth. Of course, not have it what's called lit, but just
Have it
like
on.
that whole look with the leather jacket.
If it's Michelle, I'd definitely go on discount, but I don't know how much of a discount.
Let me see if I can see.
Nah, it's okay. I'm like too much of a thrifty person. I would not buy anything at the thrift store that's
What you-
more than $5.
What
So.
you fucking with here? Let me see what you wear. Ooh,
What's that? What's that? Ooh.
Your focus is
There
It's
you
a
go.
neat cord.
35
that's night
millimeter.
card. Ooh. Bro, a 35? You got a 35. Ooh.
Yeah, emotions got me buying shit for no reason. I didn't want to
Bro.
overeat this time, so
Dude, I promise you, that's one of
I
the
already tried
smartest.
it out. Yeah, no, I already tried it out.
It's
not
one
bad.
of the smartest purchases you'll make because a 35 is essential.
Yeah,
Yes,
no
I
questions
think
for
you're
questions.
Room. Or are you like, did you put your computer in another place?
Who?
No, his room's pretty just clean. Like,
Oh.
like
Yeah.
really clean.
It's because I swear I thought I saw like a bookshelf or
Wait,
something
you're
like.
right.
It looks
Wait,
different.
wasn't there a freaking window in the back?
Yeah,
Wasn't there
was
a window in
the
that back?
You guys just noticed that? I've been having it for all 3 podcasts last time.
No.
Yeah, wait, what did you do?
Oh wait, I wasn't in the last one.
I
And in the
rearranged it.
previous one.
Oh, you rearranged it? So you put your okay.
yeah.
Okay.
'Cause-
So I'm gonna guess, and Luis, tell me if I'm wrong here. Tell me if I'm wrong here. Your window is now on your left, right? Well, what would be your left on the
No.
camera?
Well,
No.
yeah, on the
on that
well,
side.
on Luis's right is probably where the
Jesus,
window
I
is.
can't.
Because
So
he
would
showed
be-
us the camera, and that's a
Both of
wall
you
on the other
guys-
side.
all 3 of you guys are wrong. It's
On your
Why, is it
this
right in
side.
front of
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
On
true.
your-
right in front of me.
Who puts a computer right in front of the window?
I have my
I do.
my
That's-
window
I mean,
right in front of
natural
me.
light.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
You know, streaming perspective. So if I do get the OBS and all that, I would normally stream around daytime, so the light will hit me. I don't need the extra lighting effects, and then
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And I look
Yeah, that makes
prettier
sense.
That's
with the daylight.
actually
that's it.
yeah.
we
All
always
right, Michelle, you want to answer?
what
Betsy
question?
cuts her off.
What?
The question was describe the most recent
Finally,
thing
she's the one who
that
gets cut off. She's
Dear fucking God roll.
cutting off.
Michelle, describe the most recent thing that inspired you.
The
Oh,
most
fucking take
recent
me out.
thing that inspired me. Oh Jesus! So
Can you let me pull you back up?
I put myself back in. You took me out again, then put me back in. You're the one fucking things up.
oh okay. So actually, today I met this one professor that's going to be speaking at the university that we invited for Latino Heritage Month. And he was talking about like all these things that he's done and like his process to becoming a professor and like even meeting Obama several times and like working in politics. And it all started because he moved from Mexico like to the US and like started doing his research. So his experience really inspired me to kind of think, oh, actually like whatever I'm doing will eventually be used, or like I could actually get to use whatever I'm doing to, you know, try and change policy. So I think that really inspired me today to get away of that imposter syndrome that like the stuff that I'm doing, like I don't fit here or stuff like that. So today I was really inspired by that and making me think like, oh, okay, I'm actually gonna, you know, become a doctor. And
I think that's the hope of everyone who like goes to work, is that their work ethic and just their tireless endeavors are actually mean something for the future. Like as an engineer, like we might get a project every 20 years done just for the budget, for the red tape, everything. So it's one of those things. It's like, I might get 2 projects done in my whole work career. Great. Thanks.
yeah, but definitely
Okay.
go
Oh crap.
whoever going next.
Sorry.
Luis.
Brad.
I already went.
Brad. Wait, no, Luis. Wait. Oh, you already went. You went first, didn't you?
Yeah, I went first.
Yeah, you went first. You were talking about Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
man.
first thing.
Fucking listen. Stop reading on your phone and shit.
I'm not bringing on my phone. I'm playing with my
No.
viewfinder on my camera.
Well, stop doing that shit. Your camera doesn't even have a spool.
Make me.
Whose dog is barking?
That's my dog.
Yeah, because you're the one with the dog in here, in the room. Luis, go ahead and answer the question, my friend. Is he muted?
Are you muted purposely?
No.
I did not mute him.
Okay. There we go.
Wait, not muted
I didn't.
I mean,
What was the
he's
question again?
probably not lying.
That's creepy. That's scary.
I got the strap too, bro. What you talking about?
What's
Pull it
strap?
out.
The camera strap.
Old BB gun.
Oh no, a 12 gauge. That's right, bro. Here it is. Look, it's right here. Look. But no, I got the strap. I got a 12 gauge shotgun in my fucking storage room, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it yours though? Like under your name? Because I'd imagine Brad's is under his name.
I am not going to say. I'm not going to release any sort of information about that.
I mean, neither am I.
I will
on,
touch
on
you
that one.
I will think
I will
twice
talk
about
to you
going to
now.
your house again.
It's for protection, okay? And the lower class should
my
always
ass.
be the lower class should always be armed. So miss me with that shit.
I mean, I've been burglarized before, so
I want to
Yeah.
become my own weapon. Like I will get trained and become
no.
like a human weapon.
throat punch. Throat punch.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna work with the bourgeoisie. Yeah, but yeah. Luis, answer the question, please.
Let me hear the question again because all this made me forget. Right.
All right,
All right.
Luis, describe the most recent thing that inspired you.
So everything that's been going on in my head. So I put it into a script, and I'm going to put it in the road reel or
Damn straight. Damn
the
straight.
road
I
company.
like it.
Shit.
I like that.
I mean,
By that I mean a short film.
I mean, Raul's thinking of putting his erotic horror film.
But I think those are different from the one I was feeling. I'm not feeling erotic.
Well, Brad, I mean, hold on, Luis. If you read the script, you know there's more to that script than just the sex.
You haven't shown it for about, I think, a year, basically.
I'm not going to show you guys. The only person who has read through the whole thing is down here. Nobody else gets to read it.
You know,
because
there was an erotic zombie movie.
yeah, I know. I bet there is.
Was that the Warm Bodies one?
Yeah, The Warm Bodies.
Uh,
That was a good movie.
I got you. Once I got you, I got you. That's right.
The book was better though.
The book's always
From
better.
Warm Bodies.
Just like the
Yeah.
video game's always better. Like, no question.
The thing though
Yeah.
with that one, so the difference in the Warm Bodies movie compared to the other ones is that they changed the character's backstory, like the zombie's backstory. In the movie, he's like this just random guy wearing, that
Hoodie.
shirt, that hoodie, whatever. And in the book, he was actually like a businessman or something. So
That would really change the story.
Of course,
They were
then you
really
remember-
trying to hit on the teenager.
Yeah, teenage
age area. Yeah.
audience. Yeah, it's like it's really dumb.
yeah,
But,
and like I think the description of how he was feeling when he was showering and shit, it was different describing the book than what we saw in the movie.
You cut off there.
yeah, you cut off her button.
Oh damn it! Anyway, I don't remember.
You might want
I
to
don't
look
know.
into hardwiring your computer. Let's go again. Ethernet cable.
Ethernet cable.
I have freaking what's it called? I'm getting a desktop. Okay, I'm getting a desktop.
No, I mean
remember?
like having an Ethernet port directly into your internet.
Yeah, I know, but like
I can actually, if you want, I can actually send you mine.
this is an Apple computer. It doesn't even have that kind of.
No, the
port.
2013 model does have the Ethernet port.
I don't see it in the computer.
I'm-
It's a square looking thing, not the rectangle.
Yeah, it's a square looking thing.
I know how the Ethernet cable looks. I'm not stupid.
I just
okay?
got
got a desktop
I just
before.
got 2 cases of mansplaining going on. This is
Yeah,
it wasn't me.
You dumb asking me about where
God damn it, bro. We gotta
Don't
fucking
make the damn computer because I'm mad.
get me out.
Hi, Michelle.
Dude, I'm getting myself a desktop. I'm actually trying to get a new one because my keyboard doesn't work that much anymore, and that's why I also want to get. I want to see if I can connect a router
Wow,
so I can. have
Luis
it.
took himself all the way out.
Oh, he completely.
Geo, they wanted to bone.
Yeah.
They wanted to bone the zombies.
You should have read.
That
Hold
one
on.
was a weird one.
You should have read it instead. Read it. It's good.
Yeah. So
Can't see
I
that
want to
well.
say the last time I was inspired, yeah, I think it was kind of seeing that tweet from Jim Cummings. By the way, Jim Cummings is somebody who inspires me so much. If you guys have not seen his film Thunder Road, please watch it. It's on Amazon Prime.
Lightning strikes.
Amazing film. It's amazing performance by Jim Cummings too. He wrote it, directed it, produced it, and starred in it, which is pretty hard to do when you are an upcoming filmmaker. But this film, first of all, it was a short film, and he completely self-financed his feature film. So he crowdfunded the money. He didn't need a company to do this for him. He just self-financed the whole thing himself.
Oh, going on this. I think you should bring that tweet up. I think it's a good discussion to go on.
Hold on.
About how you measure a film as a successful film.
I would like to know this. Yes, please.
Oh, that was a stupid thing that I read. Hold on. I first of all, I just want to get this right here. It's on Amazon Prime, by the way, guys. Like I said, and the budget was $200,000. And you look at that movie, and you swear it was made for a $1 million at least. And please watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an incredible film. The music was done by Jim Cummings. It stars Jim Cummings. It was based on a short film. It was written by him, not produced by him, directed by him, and edited by him and another editor. Like, he really did take the whole thing on himself. So it's an incredible movie about about a police officer who loses his mom, and he has to kind of take care of his daughter and see what life he wants for her now. And let me bring up that tweet, right, Brad? Because that tweet,
I think that'd be a good discussion.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a. I just saw Griffin's DM that she sent me. That's funny. Let me go deep into here to look.
Deep.
It's not the my dick. Stop grabbing my dick.
Stop grabbing my dick. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm grabbing Raul's dick.
Bro.
It's a video. It's a video of these two dudes fighting with each other, and one of them yelling, "Stop grabbing my dick, bro! Stop grabbing my dick!"
I'm surprised they didn't get yelled by their sergeant. That's the thing that's funny to me, because by how he was screaming, they would have come running in, bro.
I want to go ahead and read this off. So this is what this Twitter guy said. If you're saying, it doesn't matter how much money a film makes because it's about the art, you have already lost the argument, because A, you sound pretentious, and B, it's a business, the movie business, and surely you know how they work. No profit, no films. I believe is a whole sack of shit.
I'm looking at.
He has a point.
I mean, there is a point in there that for films to continue, they do have to be successful in some form. But the art itself, it doesn't have to be successful business-wise. Like, I mean, you look at a lot of movies that were probably one and done, and they might have had, like, just through the years, just being a foundational film of what people. I mean, I can see it from both directions, what he's going on. But to me, the first part is making the art. So a filmmaker goes out there to make the art. If it's successful, good. The problem being is we've had years and years of them cranking out just blockbusters. Spielberg brought the blockbusters, and so that's what we've been getting. And so a movie has been judged in recent times on how successful it is at making a profit.
We can also take into account the genre it's successful in, because it can't be an action movie can't be successful in a horror movie, right? Or it can't be successful in a romantic one. Because at least for me, because there's different lines that you have to go for in those genres that the movie's going for.
I mean, it's dependent. Like, if you send something to Blumhouse to making a horror film, even if it's the action horror, it's probably gonna be fucking good. And it's probably going to make a lot of money.
I mean, you're going to get it done for like less than $2 million, and you're going to be good to go.
Blumhouse. That's Blumhouse.
And the thing is, so what I said I think that this is a very, it's a very one-dimensional way of looking at the art of filmmaking. And really, yes, it is a business, and there's a lot of people in this industry who aren't really preoccupied with the business side, and a lot of them have said, kind of just want to make the movie I want to make, and I really don't care what comes after. Like, once again, one of my favorite things that Noé has said, Gaspar Noé has said, it was like, I don't care about making a lot of money. I want to pay my bills and make movies, and that's it.
Well, it's Tarkovsky also,
but
Bergman.
and I bring up Mhm. But I also bring up Federico Fellini's earliest films. Everything before La Dolce Vita in 1960 were colossal failures. Like in the word, everything, it did not make money at all. But now they are regarded as some of the most important Italian films ever be created. And you look at Blade Runner as well, a failure, but would end up getting that crowd, that cult following, and being held as one of the most, probably one of the most important science fiction films ever created, and birth a whole different subgenre. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yes, from a business standpoint, failure, but from a whole overall look at it, it was a necessary film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was very necessary.
Yeah.
Same with Alien. Alien came
but
in.
The whole idea of slapping just the term. It's just, like I said, it's like, it's kind of dumb to just slap the word failure on it, because that has a very odd negative connotation.
From a business standpoint. But really, as a whole, no.
Yeah. But like, are we yeah, it's just an odd, like, like, what's it called? Why is it just have to be? But this person was kind of saying like it's just a failure. It's a failure, and like that's the term. And it's like, I think that's such a very one-dimensional view of looking at things.
Well, the thing, if you read into more of his comments, some people brought that up, that the only films then that would be made are blockbusters. He's like, that's where it's headed, and it's like,
oh yeah,
I don't want to watch so many Transformer fucking movies that my eyes bleed. Like, I want those, like, I want that Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I want that dope. I want that palate cleanser from the overall super movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you were talking about, Blumhouse. The Truth or Dare movie that came out back in 2018, compared to Midsummer in the horror movie section, like, the Truth or Dare surprisingly got 95.3 million to a budget of 3 million, while Midsummer had 9 million but got only 47. But like, if you were to see both of them and compare them, you would easily, or at least for me, you can tell which one's way scarier than the other.
Yeah.
Business-wise.
But then again, remember, like, especially right now, a lot of the public seems to believe that if you're not cracking triple digits at the box office, then your movie is a fair, like, what would they like the way they were talking about the way they were talking about Birds of Prey. Like, they were like, first week it made, very, like, not an incredible amount of money, but it made enough to kind of hold its weight a bit. It wasn't a box office failure like Justice League was. And people were already calling it like a failure. And it's like, hold on, guys, it's already made its budget back. It's not going to be this gigantic 500 million returns box office hit.
Well, and
it's going to pull its money back.
Well, unfortunately, that's how the public's come into terms to determine if a movie is popular or not, or is a success, is by that big number. Whereas you look at every Kevin Smith movie, he's made for a low budget and sold it for at least, or made back at least triple, I would say, on most of his movies.
Yeah.
So I would consider that
the same thing was happening with Alita Battle Angel.
I mean, I love
the same thing happened with Alita.
I think that goes to the ones
like,
that. You go finish it, and then I go.
Oh, bro.
All right. So, I mean, with the Kevin Smith ones, you got to take into account those are probably family oriented, and that plays a big part into how much money it might bring, right? Because you're not going to have families, little kids, and all that go to a super critical movie and stuff, or even one where it's story based instead of all the action, flashy lights, and all that stuff. So, like, number wise, family stuff does sell a bit more than the independent and more.
And to that, my friend, I bring up Parasite this year, which made a crap ton of money. A freaking
I mean, but if you think,
like Luis's shirt.
But if you think about it, Parasite was one of those movies that just kept gaining notoriety. It snowballed.
Yeah, because of the word of mouth. Because of the word of mouth.
I mean, Kevin Smith's goal may be never to make big bucks, but he still does. I mean, he can make a movie for like $2 million and still make $10 million.
I watched that show.
He was on not that Kevin Smith, bro. We're talking about the director Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
not that Kevin Smith.
I was like, damn it! You guys are talking about a movie I actually know about.
No. No, Clerks.
Yeah. No. So he was on SEN Live this week, and he was talking about how like he could never be Chris Nolan. Like he could never.
He would never know what the fuck to do with that budget.
Yeah, he says
He would
like,
just be spending money. Like I don't know. Let's get a giant Jason.
No, and he just said like I make movies. Goes, I make movies to make, for what's it called, for cheap, so that way I can just move on to the next thing. He says, I think he was saying how like he doesn't want to spend so much time thinking about what's the next big thing he needs to make that's so original. He's like, I just want to make stuff and then just keep on going to the next thing, which I really do appreciate as what's called a creative. But at the same time, I also appreciate the whole Nolan approach where he's like he keeps on creating these original ideas. But yeah, no, I really do respect Kevin Smith. I think he's an incredible dude. Sorry, Brad. Hold on. Brad.
Damn it. I'm clicking the fucking thing,
Okay,
man.
Brad, are you the one? Are you going to be controlling chat?
Yeah, I'll control chat.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to touch it anymore.
Stop clicking the shit.
Okay. Smith only wants to keep making movies, which means proving himself to his investors. So he's open and willing to do different ways to.
I got a comment for this. So I went to one of the Jay and Silent Bob reboot showings with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, which was amazing. And that was a very innovative way to make money because they weren't charging like $10 or $15 like regular movie tickets. They were charging like $60 a ticket just to see them there. So yes, this was a birthday present for myself. But
Of course.
it was very innovative because they did like a whole tour. And that was the whole point. Kevin Smith movies are so well received. It's because he has an audience. He has an audience of the same people who've been watching his movies for years and years and years, and then they have kids and they watch movies for years and years and years. So it's that same audience that he can pull whenever he wants.
And on the whole Kevin James thing, I'm waiting for my uncut gems of Kevin James because
he had a short film, didn't he?
Yeah, but I want feature. Because I do believe that Kevin James can bring it.
Probably.
I think he does. I think he can. I think that he just hasn't found the right person and script to work with yet. But yeah, that short film I did watch and I loved it. But yeah, no, Kevin, the King of Queens, man. That show is bad, but it's funny. Yeah, I went to one here in Houston, waited out in line in the cold with no jacket. Foof. No, sir.
I mean, I was in Tucson, so it wasn't that cold.
Yeah.
It was a fun night, though. I mean, that was one of the better dates I took Brenda on.
Kevin can sell his movies and his personality 100%.
Exactly. I mean, he's a good dude. That I think that's the most important thing. He's one of those directors where you never hear him being a total asshole.
Nah, man, he's just a really good dude.
Yeah.
And I believe that what's it called? So I mean, just when it comes to that tweet, I think that there's room for both sides of the coin. But first of all, this person, just the way that he was responding to other people in the thread was kind of pissing me off in a bit. Because he was then tweeting about how he hates that film Twitter kind of just doesn't let people enjoy things that they enjoy. And he's just there completely telling people they're wrong without actually hearing out the argument being made against them. But yeah, the wine is making me sleepy, damn it. Sorry, Michelle. Sorry. What's that other one from Geo Say, Brad?
Wasn't there a movie where he plays a Nazi that people said was a good performance? I think it was the short film, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a short film that he was talking about. That we were talking about. Yeah. So yeah, dude. I just have a problem because of just the way he was responding to people. But like, I do believe that money is important to producers. Us, the audience, and I think the people who enjoy film, more than like as a casual thing. I think money means absolutely nothing to us.
I mean, I want a good product. I want to spend I want to rent a movie for $6 and think like I got this worth, which I did not on the last two that we've
quality
done.
Over quantity.
Yeah, I want some quality to it. I want it doesn't have to blow me away, but I gotta feel like I gotta walk out of there or rent it and feel like that was a decent watch.
Like at the end of the day, Brad, even if Beautiful made $2 at the box office,
I don't care.
That's
an amazing movie.
that movie would still be my favorite movie of all
I
time.
mean, it's kind of like how I am with Ikiru. You know,
Yeah.
Ikiru or Babel or those aren't just. I don't care about how much money these movies made. I care that they were quality films and they impacted the movies that came after them.
Yeah. And whether it's a failure at the box office or not, I still think that those films are.
This is another thing. There's sometimes failures that the movie couldn't help. Look at Solo. Solo to me, I love Solo in that year, in 2018. I loved that Star Wars film. I think it was a success just based on what was on the screen. But you had fanboys who cried and bitched and moaned, and they basically came to a consensus of not going to it, causing it to be a failure. So can you blame a movie if outside forces cause it to be a failure?
Yeah. There's just a lot of instances that go into a movie not making the money it makes. Like, it's like, what's it called? And I do want to bring something up that we're going to have to talk about that I do want to, because I'm seeing a lot of, so before we go into this, I do want to read this. The show was a lot of fun, worth the money, and it was my first experience at the River Oaks. Dude, I miss River Oaks so much. It's a beautiful theater. I love that theater so much. It really does feel like, dude, it really feels like that classic cinema. It doesn't feel like an AMC. It feels like, an old time cinema that you would go in.
Is that the one that's by
It's in Montrose.
See, but that's what Kevin Smith was trying to do for his roadshow. He wanted to hit all the old theaters.
Yeah.
Because those
are the theaters
what
that
he
matter.
grew up on. Yeah, well, that's what he grew up on.
Let's be real here. Those are the theaters that need to survive. AMC, all these, like, they can get the save from Amazon, Netflix, whatever. I don't care. Please don't kill the local, theaters. So I wanted to bring up something, and we'll do another card after this. Social media erupted, and I do want to preface this and say that Netflix is completely in the wrong for the marketing material for this film.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Completely in the wrong. You did a disservice, not just to the director, but to anybody who worked on that film, because you just absolutely shit the bed with that. And shame on Netflix for choosing that as the promotional material for it. So
wait, what?
There is
what?
a French.
It's called
Hold on.
Cuties.
There's a French,
I believe.
Yeah, it's a French/Senegalese film from a black woman director on this, that is supposed to be about, it's about a team of little girls who are really into dancing, but it's twerking dancing. But the movie, more so, as I was reading reviews and really reading into what this is, it's really about a commentary on the over-sexualization of little girls in the media, and not just in media, but also in real life. And let me go ahead and show you guys this. This was the original poster for the film being marketed in Paris.
Yeah, when I heard about not the Netflix, but about like from others what the film, like, because it wasn't at Sundance, right? Or it was shown at Sundance or something.
Yeah, it was at Sundance.
But from what I heard, it sounded a lot like Water Lilies in a way.
Yeah, exactly. So look, I want to show you guys this. There's a clear difference between what's on the left compared to what is on the right. And God, this stuff just makes my blood boil. Shame on Netflix, bro. And look, there is a big difference between what's on the left and what is on the right of the screen.
Wow.
And tell me that Netflix is not in the wrong here. Tell me 100.
Netflix definitely.
You cannot tell me that Netflix is not in the wrong. They're so in the wrong. So now you have the internet absolutely bombarding this woman's film, who rarely would even be given the chance to make her film that she wants to make. And now people are going to boycott this because Netflix has ruined this for the director.
Yeah.
And this is what I've always been talking about. I understand this stuff is really, like different ground for us to talk about commentary. Mm-hmm. You do not have the right to speak on a film you have not seen. I am sorry. I have never seen a Serbian film, and I will never see it in my life. But I am not going to rally people and say, let's go ahead and get this banned and let's remove this. This movie 100% has its right to exist. Whether you want to watch it or not, that is on you. But for this, what I'm seeing on the right side of that poster, it's a shame on Netflix, and it makes me so mad, because now this director might not even have their film even viewed, because now Netflix has shit the bed with this.
Dude, this is just it, it makes me so upset, because you just, I mean, isn't this even illegal too? I mean, like you're tainting someone's work, or like what is it? There's actually a law for this. That
she might actually had a contract that might have given them the rights to do whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like post-production.
Yeah.
Because why would you even market a movie that way? Like, really, like realistically speaking, Netflix, like seriously, why would you even freaking market a movie that shows little girls doing stuff, or like dancing, or like in that position specifically, like just that, like definitely one movie, like one poster shows you like gives you another air of what the movie might bring compared to the other one. I mean, if I were, I mean, me, let's say I'm looking at this poster on this side, and I see that like there's these girls just walking, buying all this stuff, and I see like the awards it's getting. Oh, it looks like, you know, it might be an interesting movie to watch about like a coming of age or something like that kind of movie. While the other one is kind of more like a bring it on type of movie to me, or like, oh, it's just based on, you know, dancing and that's it, or oh, these girls that are trying to show off dancing and that's it.
Yeah, it's just about Captain. What's it called, Tony? I promise you're fine, bro. You're good. You came at the wrong time with that question. We will talk about this after we're done with this, though.
Yeah,
we're good.
I mean, that was horrible timing, Tony.
That was terrible timing. You've had worse. This is probably the worst time you've ever had. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That was really bad timing. But and this is just stuff that to me, it's like, you know,
I just read that.
I feel so bad for the director, because, you know, yes, I saw that poster and I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, but Raul, you're better than this. You know what you're going to do, right? You're going to wait to see what this movie is about and actually watch a trailer and understand what's going on here. And I knew there was more to this than just we're doing some exploitative look into, like, you know, to actually like sexualize girls. There's more to this. There's more to this, especially this being from, to be real with you guys, you know, this being outside of the States. I was like, okay, there's got to be something more to this, you know, of course. And an apology isn't what they call what we need here. You literally do need to, because Netflix 100% at fault for what they're about to just do to this movie. Like, you know, you had. And of course, this comes after the whole, you know, hashtag save the children. What's it called? Stuff that was going on.
Like the children trafficking, like stuff that's been going on.
Yeah. And like I said, I understand 100%. These are things that we don't really want to watch movies on. And it's hard for us to, come to terms with things like this. And it's hard to view them on screen when they happen in real life. But just because it's something that makes you uncomfortable, you don't already have to go and already just rally the pitchforks and go on the internet and actually destroy a film that you've never actually seen. So, you know, I read, of course, some really good reviews on Netflix, and I will tell you, I'm going to watch this. I want to see what this is all about. And I just think that Netflix really did do a terrible disservice to not just the director, but everything that was possibly going to go into this film.
Were they the ones that made the trailer as well that they put on YouTube? Were they responsible for that?
From Netflix, probably.
I didn't check who posted it, because I did see a video on my Instagram feed, or not a video, what do you call it? Just a post with letters and stuff that was talking about this movie. So I was like, what's this movie about? So I want to go check it out. And I didn't know that that was in the director's point.
Yeah. And I think it goes with like the whole reason why they probably even showed that super flashy type of poster is also because in today's society, like, what is the cool like type of pictures that are out there? Oh, they're the flashy ones with all these colors and sparkly things on the on the background. So they think, oh, this one is like a clickbait type of stuff. Like they try to do those things instead of actually considering the fact that whatever they're posting out there is going to affect the way that people view this movie. So, so frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's just if what's it called? I'm trying to find the article in which I read what's it called? Valerie Complex, incredible, what's it called? A film critic. She was posting a bunch of articles of different reviews of the film, actually going into the whole analysis of what. So what's going on? Why am I hearing myself in the background? Okay, not going on anymore. I'll go ahead and link it for you guys when I can find it. But yeah, no, I look, whether you want to watch it or not, that's your prerogative. I'm not gonna tell you to watch this or not, but just don't go on the internet crying about this and just rallying people to boycott this film because you didn't wait to actually see what this is all about, and only did it because of a poster.
I'm kind of glad Water Lilies was on the Criterion Collection and not Netflix.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Yep. Yeah, dude. It's definitely something, and that angered me, man. It really angered me. It was just because it's the stuff I'm scared about coming in the future, man. Like, you've seen the movies I want to make, and it's stuff that fears me that, like, oh, what's it called? My film will get sabotaged, and then a bunch of angry people on the internet will boycott my movie, and then they completely miss the point of what is on the screen, and I will and then they would make it whereas if, like, okay, well, my movie was never going to be able to be seen. So I wanted to bring this up because first of all, I think it's important, but yeah, I think
so did Netflix pull the movie?
Tense Monthly documentary. What's up? No, it's not pulled. They just issued an apology about the poster. I mean,
they have another poster now.
Yeah,
just this girl. I mean, it's still flashy-ish, but it's not like in the position that it was in the other one. It's just like the girl kind of going like this, and then there's all these.
Why couldn't they have used the original?
Yeah,
that we saw.
Why didn't they just use the original? Like what?
I don't get it either.
Why put more work into it? My question.
I mean, yeah.
Why are you gonna do that?
Like, I'm fucking lazy. I would just use the fucking original one.
Yeah. And yeah, no, that's so I wanted to bring that up, and yeah, that was because I was getting a bunch of messages from friends, and they were like in group chats, are like, dude, this is disgusting. Like, like, once again, Hollywood elites once again making movies that are sexualizing children, blah blah blah. Because what's it called right now, the thing that's in is what's it called, blaming Hollywood for like all these things when what's it called, this has been a prevailing issue for so long. It's not just in Hollywood, it's major businesses and everything. It's like, it's like I said, it's this whole idea of vilifying the media right now that's going on, which is it's stuff like, yes, it's been a problem in the film industry and all that stuff, but this whole idea of vilifying it's dangerous to me. Would y'all be talking about it without the controversy? Maybe this was what they were looking for. Exactly, that's what kind of I start to think about it too. First of all, talking about the film, I think I would have seen it on Netflix and kind of seen, because if we just watch Water Lilies, I would have been really interested to see what this was going to be like. For sure, I probably would have brought it up, but without the controversy, I don't think a lot of people would be talking about it to an extent too.
We probably would have reviewed it though, because we did just review Water Lilies.
Yeah. So, I would have been interested to talk about it, but I don't know if people like, Michelle, who is like more of the casual audience out there, would have been talking about this film if it wasn't for that.
Well, I probably would eventually watched it, but just because I started getting really, really busy, I probably wouldn't have watched it anytime soon. But now that we brought it up here, I definitely want to watch it now once it comes out.
Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and what's it called?
Okay. This comment from
Tony's comment.
Tony's comment that needs to be read.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That's a really good question, Tony. Like, now maybe a lot of people are going to start watching because of the commentary. It's why I think that Joker was as big of a success as it was, because of the controversy that was following it. So, let me go back to Tony. So with both the outrage and love for the shamelessly, hilariously dirty WAP by Cardi B and Miss Thee Stallion, of course, what's the other super dirty songs that you come to mind?
I got a few.
I haven't heard the song yet.
Every Too Short
I
song,
can't.
every Uncle Luke song, every Pimp C song.
Every Lil Kim song. Lil Kim is my go-to, bro.
But that's from the female perspective. Men have been talking about women's bodies for fucking years.
Oh yeah, dude. Pony,
Forever.
Genuine? Pony by Genuine, of course, bro. Classic right there. That's already one that I can bring up to you guys. But
there's like this, like Jason Derulo, I think, was like the Wiggle Wiggle song, or what's her face?
Yin Yang Twins, Shake It Like Some Dice.
Yeah, no, the
Song.
bees
Shake It
in
Like a
the
Salt
chat,
Shaker.
and like there's this the Anaconda song. Like a bunch of names about all this stuff.
The Anaconda video. Very
The
well shot.
Anaconda video, like damn.
Very well shot.
yeah.
Had Dutch angles.
Dutch angle.
Yo, Missy Elliott had a couple of them, dude. Off the top of my head, I can't remember all of them, but Missy had some, like, damn. But then again, Missy was a queen, bro.
Dude, Pussycat Dolls.
Pussycat Dolls, right?
That's
Yeah.
another
Yep.
one.
Pussycat Dolls,
Oh,
dude.
Britney Spears in the red pleather fucking
Yeah,
suit.
Britney Spears.
It's Britney, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Britney, bitch. Brad, do you, Michelle, do you have any ones that come to your mind that are like in Spanish?
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Uy, pues chingos, like all the reggaeton songs. A lot of the reggaeton songs, really.
40 y 20.
Yeah, I mean, like the ones from today, like in
Of course,
today's reggaeton,
Caballera.
they're a bit different. I feel like they soothe it in a little bit more, or it's not like it doesn't sound as dirty, I guess, unless you actually pay attention to it and like say, "Oh, I'm actually singing this," or like, "Cuando llegó tu tiburón, yo quiero fumar," like doing all Bad Bunny songs, like just in general, Bad Bunny songs in Spanish, like Ozuna. There's this one song that I remember saying like. Que dice, I get like in Spanish, I'm not translated to English, that is saying, I want the neighbors to know who I am when you scream my name, and like just talking about basically having sex like really loudly.
Yeah.
But it's not so much talking about like the girl itself. It's more about I'm making love to you type of stuff.
I gotta say, Flow Rider's Whistle, Camouflage's Fuck Friends. That was a good one.
Oh, I'm gonna look for the list now. I have a list probably of really dirty ones.
Dude, Flamingo, I can't remember his real name. Mark Albert something. The guy who we showed the video of, like, I'm gonna your grandma.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever get copyrighted for that one? I don't think so.
No. He has a song called "Bring That Ass Over for Daddy."
Oh, Back That Ass Up, Juvenile.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you, this song from Flamingo, it's amazing, dude. I wish I could play it for you guys, but it makes me laugh so hard. If I had to bring stuff like, not in the rap game, Wheeler Walker Jr., country artist, Wheeler Walker.
Yeah. Evie Queen too.
Huh?
I don't know if you know who Evie Queen is. She's also like a
How many links by Lil Kim, bro? Hell yeah, dude.
Or a lot of the old reggaeton songs talk more about that stuff. Or let's see, I'm trying to see. There's a bunch of banda songs, like corridos and stuff too, like La Escuelita and stuff, or talking about getting undressed and shit.
Yeah, when WAP first dropped, you had people were being like, this is so controversial, and then you had people posting like songs from the 1920s and 30s that were far worse than anything Cardi B was saying.
Did you see that? Like Cardi B got so mad because like, people were like dancing to her song.
You are cutting out real bad.
Ah, damn it! Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're kind of lagging.
I saw this post that Cardi B got mad because these white people posted a video of dancing to her song.
I didn't see that. I did see that she made this Cash App giveaway thing, and she was urging everybody to sign up for that. So
Dude. I know which one's the perfect song. Atrévete, salte del closet, destápate, quítate, desmátate. Dude, that it's just basically the whole song is talking about like undressing the woman and like everything. I love that song.
Mark Rebile, and the song is called "Work That Ass for Daddy," and I'll play it off air. But it's so amazing, bro. I love it, dude. It's funny as hell. But yeah, a lot of people like overreact. Like, oh, I can't believe we're listening to this when, like, a lot of your old timer music. If you really look into it, like, yeah, like pour some sugar on me, bro. Like, yeah, that's like it's not as it's
Noche de Sexo, yes.
Yeah. Noche de Sexo.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm gonna listen to all these old reggaeton songs. Nothing.
Yeah. Dude, I loved it. Yeah. By the way, yes, I am guilty of watching the WAP video like 10 times already. So love
Accidentally?
that. Definitely accidentally.
Definitely accidentally all 15 times.
Oh,
yeah.
15.
That's what I loved about Calle 13. They can make the dirty song, but then they had their like political songs that they were calling out the governor of Puerto Rico and stuff like that. So that's I love that. There was this one Molotov song called Salchicha La Chichona, and what's it called? That's a pretty dirty one. But yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to another card, Brad. I want to do at least.
Can I ask for a break first?
You want a break? Okay,
I want a break.
Yeah, let's go for a break.
Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, because look, there's nothing left in this bottle.
Yeah, and I'm out. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
so when we come back from break, I at least want to do 2 more before we go into our topic here, because by the way, Michelle and Luis, we're gonna review the first episode of Lovecraft Country. So if you don't want to be,
oh wait, I was supposed to watch that. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. No, I know you did.
Wow.
You watched Euphoria, so you had HBO.
Yeah.
So, Luis and Michelle, if you want to back out of here when we do our Lovecraft Country review, go ahead. If you don't care about spoilers, then you can go ahead and stay in here.
Oh, Tony wants to jump on for that.
I know. Tony, link is in the Discord. I'll tell you when to jump in for so. After we do our 2 other cards, we'll go ahead and tell you to come in. So, Michelle, if you want to get out of here before you listen to any spoilers or take off your headphones, you're good. So, I'll be, of course, playing the spoiler warning when we enter.
You told me I would have watched at least an episode or something trying to find it online.
Nah, no. So, when we come back from break, we'll do 2 more cards and then get into our Lovecraft Country review for episode 1. But in the meantime, listen to these commercial breaks.
Bye.
Hey, I'm Rolando Mendoza, and this is
Jabril Newton.
And we are the hosts of High Flyer Radio. And finally, pro wrestling has come back to the Nerdcore podcast feed in the form of a show hosted by Jabril and I. And we talk about everything and anything in the pro wrestling world on Mondays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nothing's off limits. Whatever you guys want to talk about, if it's from AEW to SmackDown to Raw to NXT, nothing's off the table. We can talk about it.
We're going to talk all about it. And if you can get it a day early, you should go to the www.patreon.com/thenerdcore and pledge to the tiers on there so you can get this show and a lot of shows days early before anybody else gets to hear it. But enough talking about it. We'll go ahead and see you there at the Squared Circle. Oh, yeah. Don't tap out. Tune in.
Hello, guys and gals, and you're listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore. I am your host, Daniela Nunez, and along with my amazing co-host, Ashley Garcia, we discuss many things like social impact, pop culture, political realms, and any controversy surrounding the Nerdverse. Tune in and listen to us bi-weekly on the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we will love to chat and hear your thoughts on our wonderful show. And thank you again for listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore.
Hey everyone, my name is Raul the Nerd Chicano, and I am the host of The Impaired Files. The Impaired Files is an interview show brought to you every Thursday on the Nerdcore podcast feed. And I interview people such as filmmakers, content creators on YouTube, and podcasters like Colton Geschwander. And if you want to listen to that early, a whole week early, all you got to do is go to the Patreon and pledge to the $1 tier. And if you want to listen to it with the general public, then go to the Nerdcore podcast feed on anchor.fm/the Nerdcore. And the case is closed, but it's not classified. See you guys there.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Gamer Corps. You may remember me from such episodes as Big Screen Mess, Mo Money Mo Platforms, and Brad Can Read. Tune in weekly as I blab with my co-hosts Raul the Nerdy Chicano and Brad the Random Germ about the latest news in gaming and gush over what we're playing at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got the deals too. Keep up with the latest deals in gaming and what's happening as I mediate Brad and Raul fighting like a married couple. Will Death Stranding ever come out? Will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the hype? Is a next-gen worth a $500 console price tag? And has there ever been a movie adaptation of a video game that's been done right? It's all on the Gamer Corps podcast, everywhere where podcasts are.
Hey guys, this is Brad, aka Young Yoda. Raul said I had to make an ad, so that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be for Unstructured, but as you guys know, you can freaking catch me everywhere when it comes to this podcast feed. You can find me on the Nerd Cores, on Gamer Cores, on Nerdy Chicanos sometimes when I get lost. But for this particular one, I want you guys to go check out Unstructured. The Raul gave me free reign to do whatever I want to do. I don't know what he was thinking. So go hear me talk about LeBron James and Taco Tuesday, vaping, so many other freaking weird topics that chimichangas, that's a good one. Shout out to Deadpool. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the ad. So if you guys want to find me, you can find me all over the place on this podcast feed. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I love you all. And nerd up.
Hey everyone, I'm Raul.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the hosts of the Nerdcore podcast. The podcast that talks that nerd. Not on this ad, right?
No,
and
this one.
we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. On the Mondays, we talk the news. That's the box office, the news of the week, and your trailer talk if there is any. And on Tuesday, we have our theme review. And on Saturday, you have a Saturday morning review, usually movies that have come out in the week or anything we want to talk about. Right, Brett?
Exactly. Whatever we want to talk about, this is our show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen.
We're the flagship show of the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we can be found everywhere you can listen to podcasts like Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. So if you want to talk that nerd stuff with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, make sure you tune in. And Brad?
Young Yoda out.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore live show, and we are back to do two more cards and then get into our Lovecraft Country review for the HBO Netflix the HBO show that was the first episode premiere last week. And I'm kind of sad that Harry isn't here to do this with us because he wanted to be in here, but I'm sure that he'll discuss it with us in the Lovecraft Country
Chat.
Discord chat. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into two cards. And Michelle, I was scared that Brad wasn't going to come back. I was like, wait, Michelle and Brad aren't back yet. I was like, am I going to have to pull them out and just have Luis and I do this for now? But
Hey, when you gotta go, bro.
yeah, I know. I went to go pee too, and came back with more water because I'm thirsty. But yeah, let's go get some more cards in here, man.
Haha.
Brad is hungry, huh?
Mm. All right, roll.
Remember, as long as I don't have to, I can't hear it in my ears, you're good if you're eating.
Okay. What do you love about what we do?
Oh, that's an easy question.
Didn't we already do this one?
I think we did.
I don't fucking know.
Let's just go with it.
What's the
Which
question?
we might have done in the other, because some of these have duplicates of the set.
Yeah. What do I love about what we do? Well, I love that, especially right now. So, Brad, like, I think we take this for granted. So I was talking to my professor, and he was like, dude, if I wanted to watch some foreign films from, Japan, I had to go to the library, and check for the laser disc because DVDs weren't, being made at the time. And, and even then, if they didn't have it, I was screwed. Us, in this age that we live in right now, they're probably available to rent or they're on some sort of streaming service. So I love that we have this accessibility to the movies that we get to review on here, and I love that we are able to kind of talk about them for more than 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm kind of just I like the accessibility that comes with the
Ain't
podcast.
technology grand?
Yep. I love that we can rent movies online, and which would not be possible to be done.
Well, and that's something that might have ruined our generations. Everything's at our fingertips.
True. But then again, I also
Which is great. Which is great during a pandemic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Boomer. But at the same time, it's like, I'm kind of glad I don't have to go digging into the laser discs into the library to just hope that we can find Seven Samurai in there. I'm glad that things are a little bit more accessible to us, especially for people who want to get into more films. So
that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be DVDs. Even that was awesome at the time. But now streaming, shit, I don't even have to leave the house.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I still go when I was at school. I still go to the library and I, rent my 5 copies of films that I'm allowed to, check out from there, and I take them to my room to watch them. So, I still use the library. I'm just saying that I'm glad that we have more accessible ways to be able to review films on here on the podcast.
I like VHS too.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I can't agree with you on that. Yeah, fuck VHS.
Boomer alert.
Yeah. Look.
I used to record my episodes and stuff from the TV on my VHS when I would miss it.
Where did I leave my batteries though?
I had like 20 different Disney or like old school VHS Disney movies.
Everyone had those in their house.
Everybody had those.
Everyone had them.
Yeah, mine got stolen though.
Sure.
What doesn't ever get stolen?
Still Disney films.
A really angry nanny that got fired for like fucking leaving me outside because she was mad at me for I don't know why, but she like locked me out of the house when I think I was like 5 or 6.
So you had the opposite of like every Disney nanny.
This is
and she stole my brother's like what's it called? Because when in Mexico, I don't know if in Mexico it's a thing, but at least in my family, like when the babies are born, you get them like a gold little bracelet with your name or something. So she stole that. Yeah. She stole that from.
That's horrible.
From my brother too. You broke yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom had mine at some point somewhere, but I don't know where it's at.
That's still fucked that nanny did that shit.
Yeah, I think my mom said that I was fighting with my brother because he wouldn't let me play like Grand Theft Auto on the computer. And I was screaming at her or something. And in that one house that I lived in Mexico had like the laundry room and stuff was outside. Mm-hmm. Like it didn't have a what's it called, the top or anything. It was just like it was just like outside type of thing. So she locked me in that place. And then my mom came and she's like, "Where's Michelle?" And I'm here crying because I'm locked outside.
I got the house.
Yeah, and then suddenly we come back and all the Disney movies are gone and my brother's bracelet.
I still have my little bracelet that my grandpa got.
Yeah, so your family did that too?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. It was my grandpa, my dad's side. We still have it in my house. It's in this like little, what's it called? Like this treasure thing where they put stuff in there, joyeria and everything, and it's in there. I was gonna say, who wants to go next? What is something that you love about what we do here? And please don't give me the basic ass thing like we like that people get to be themselves and things. Like we've overplayed that already.
I just like having an excuse to talk about shit. To just talk to. I love being here to just talk to people and not go completely insane.
Yeah.
Even though she's talking to us.
Right.
Yeah, like because I would be talking to myself and be completely insane, but at least here I can be completely insane with you guys. Mm-hmm. So that's why I love being here. It gives me an excuse to just not be insane on my own.
Mm-hmm. We're insane together.
Yep.
Let's see, what's mine? I'd say we get to talk about serious stuff and just random bullshit that we come up with. Especially that guy eating up top right corner. The
He's really
amount that if for
yeah. All right, Brad. What do you like about what we do here?
I like growing the community. I mean,
Yeah.
that's always been something that I love to do when I had Till and even after. Like, growing a community is like some of the best stuff because you get to meet so many different personalities, which we've done already. We brought not multiple personalities. We brought multiple different. That doesn't even sound any better. We do not have multiple personalities, I swear. I'm just saying we have different people come on.
Yeah.
Whoa, speak for yourself, man.
All right, Luis might have multiple personalities. My bad.
Yeah. But I agree with you, bro. And it's just like the different people we've been able to bring who bring different perspectives about what we talk about. It's just, I think it's great. And I think that, it's talking about movies wouldn't be as fun if there weren't somebody on the other side talking to us about why they like this movie or stuff.
I mean, it's still fun. We proved that with like the first year, but it's a lot more fun when you get more personalities in here being like, bro, what you mean?
Yeah. So I like this question. That was a good one. Let's go again and get another one, Brad.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one. No. Nope.
By the way, guys, I was trying to look for the link to those reviews that Valerie Complex put. She was getting harassed in that tweet, so she deleted the thread that she made. I'm gonna keep looking for them, and I'll probably post them on Twitter. But sorry guys, I wanted to post them in here in the chat, but sadly she was getting harassed for it.
That's so sad.
Yeah, man, it's some bullshit, man.
Okay, this one's a good one. How do you define respect?
Ooh.
RESPCT. No,
that's spelling it. That's not defining it, Luis.
Wow. How do you define respect? Well, I think there's always a line too. Like Brad and I, we have a line. I make sure I don't cross that line. Yeah, even though we obviously like play around and we fucking hate each other, right? But we at the end of the day, it's all love, right? I think respect, it's also like, what's it called? Brad understanding what my limits are, and like when let's say on a day that like the most recent example, that day when Brad couldn't do the Thursday review and he was just not feeling it, like, Brad knows that I have respect for him to say, hey, I understand. Don't you worry about it. We'll do this tomorrow. And that's what I think I define as respect. It's understanding the limits. Like, like my grandma died and, I couldn't record. And Brad was the first one to say, hey, bro, don't worry about it. Ashley and I have got this covered. Whatever you need us to watch, we'll watch it. We'll make sure that everything's like, that's how I know that not just Brad cares about me, but he respects that how much of an integral part I am to what we do here. And that he is actually, willing to, help out with stuff like that.
And I mean, another thing is if you're not in the mindset for this, it's not going to be a good show. It just isn't. I mean, sometimes we're in the mindset and still not a good show. It happens. But really, like, I can basically say 99.9% of the time, like when your grandmother died, when my employee died, I was not in the mindset to do anything. Like, there was no just I'm not going on.
Yeah. Send me the link. Yeah, sure. Let me send it to your Twitter, bro. It's in the Discord, but I'll send it to your Twitter. Where do we go? Twitter here. But yeah, Michelle, you want to answer the question?
I guess you kind of.
Did I kind of give it already?
I'd say you kind of did.
Yeah, it's because it has a lot to do with understanding. Like, you have to understand who the person is to respect them.
Well,
because
even I think you have to be open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
even
yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't know them, you have to be open for the communication line until they're the one to shut it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
that's where I'm always like, I'll give you respect until you disrespect me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you can't, like, you can respect someone you don't know. But what I mean with understand is just kind of be, like you said, be open to who they are, like without knowing them at all. And then to be to a point, like, to me, you have respect. Like, I respect you. I trust you until you defy that trust, or you disrespect me, or you disrespect someone that I respect, type of thing. Or if you say something that just is just wrong, or like goes against something, it definitely has a lot to do with understanding and being open-minded.
And boundaries too.
And having boundaries, having boundaries of like things that you're not supposed to say, or that things that you say, the language you use to speak to people really has a lot to do with it.
Like I say, I know there was I think, like there's sometimes like we'll talk with people and like they try to push the the visually impaired joke, and I'm like, yo, cool it, bro. We've only known each other for like 2 weeks. We're not there yet. You can't joke about that with me. That's like
you're not allowed to tell Raul you'll slam a door in his face like I can, because I've known Raul forever.
That's right. Brand's known me for years, compared to somebody who's only known me for like 2-3 weeks, and they already want to slide in the blind jokes and stuff. Like, no, man, like you slow your roll.
Then Raul comes right back, says, "I'll just hit you with my can." I'm like, that's just love. I treat you like a person. You treat me like I'm being an asshole. It works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
His cane is a 9mm.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
We're talking about one of those Russian canes with the poison dart in it, aren't we?
Yeah. Just take the tip off and then be like,
bam. Be like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the example that comes to mind when I think about boundaries and stuff. But like a lot of people kind of try to do that and stuff, and it's like like, dude, we're not there. It's just you're kind of disrespecting me right now, and like I don't like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and who's next? Luis?
They're in little bottles. What?
Tiny bottles.
Where'd you get those?
Fries. It's a grocery store. It's kind of like a Kroger.
My Fries is an electronics store, so I think
we have that too.
Yeah.
You can't get food and electronics at the same one though.
Yeah.
Unless you're a robot, then I guess.
Yeah, let me pull them in.
All right, bad joke.
Tony. What's good, Tony?
Tony.
Hello.
Hi, Tony.
Tony, this is Luis and Michelle. Michelle and Luis is my cousin.
I have not met Queen
I'm
Reed
Brad.
yet, I don't think.
I'm Brad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Go, man.
I only know Tony from the Patreon from Patreon comments.
Yep.
But it's finally nice.
You can't make fun of that. He was literally holding the Patreon up.
He's been
for like
holding
ever.
Last month.
Yeah, but when are you guys getting to answering my question?
Tomorrow. What's it called? Hopefully, Brad and I can record. What's it called? The next one.
Great.
But yeah.
Yeah, because we gotta record
tax collector.
The tax collector, which we're not getting in with you, Tony. Not today.
No.
Not today.
You're not gonna
Maybe
pay
later.
me for this.
That's bait. It's bait.
Yeah, Gio.
And then we have to record one with Tony for the furry movie.
Yeah.
Which Raul absolutely hated, but I didn't hate it.
Oh, I didn't hate it. It's terrible.
You gave it half a star.
I didn't even have a star because that's what it deserves, but it's funny. Like it's
that
one
does
of those
not deserve half a star. I'm sorry. I don't agree with you there.
It's so bad. It's funny.
I really don't think it's bad. It's funny.
Didn't I tell you that was like, I grew up watching that movie. That is one of my favorite good movies.
I don't think it's bad though. I don't think it's bad though.
It is a horrible movie. I love
Jim
it.
Carrey, Damon Wayans.
Every moment.
I mean,
it's bad, Brad, but it's funny. I find it hilarious.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Which movie?
But isn't that what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be
Earth
a
Girls
bad,
Are
funny
Evil.
movie.
Yeah.
First
Well,
Girl.
let's get into this. Let's go finish
First
this.
Girls are
Luis,
easy. Do yourself a favor and look at the trailer.
Oh, it's good. It's
Luis,
good.
finish up answering the question, and we can get.
I mean, you guys,
It's
you and Michelle probably took my answer basically in the same realm about just understanding the limits that people can have, like knowing their boundaries
What
that
is
you
it?
might know they have. So you got to show that.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, you guys basically took it. I agree with both of you.
All right.
Dude,
Okay.
what the heck is this? Earth Girls are easy. This looks like a weird.
I mean, but it has some of the biggest fucking
What
name
is
stars ever.
Dude, I just went through images and I'm like, what the?
This was
Oh.
the 80s.
I was terrified
And it's a
watching.
musical too. That's the thing. It's a musical. You don't know that.
It's a
Mhm.
musical.
I've seen this before.
I still
barely
sing
remember.
that "I'm a Blonde" song. I love that song.
All right,
Oh my
man.
God.
Let's get into this. Michelle and Luis, if you want to back out, you can back out. If you're gonna hear spoilers, so let's go. You can take off your headphones. You can put them off.
Are we
It's-
gonna talk about? Are we gonna have a different topic after the main one?
No.
Or
This is the main topic. It's our
no. Sorry. Not.
Are we going to talk about anything else after?
Yeah. Because in that case, I might need to go handle my siblings and.
Yeah, I don't think so because I think we're gonna kind of go into it here with the review.
This will hit about the 2-hour mark, which is good enough.
So if you're gonna go talk to your siblings, go ahead and plug it before you leave.
All right. Yeah, because I don't know what they're fighting about, so I gotta go be the.
I
big
mean,
brother on
but
that.
there better be blood.
There will be.
There was some this morning, and at this point, I might as well just buy them boxing gloves.
Ooh, they're going
Yeah.
that hard at it, huh?
Yeah, I can hear that.
You might want to plug real quick then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right.
You muted yourself, boy.
I know, because they started again. I think my dad is also pushing buttons and stuff. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, bro.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cheers.
See you, Luis. Yeah, I'll put them on. Yeah. All right, Michelle. I know how you adamant you are with spoilers. So we're gonna get into spoilers. So if you want to stay here, you can stay here. But just know we're gonna
Okay,
spoil.
you tell me. Oh my God. Okay,
That's
sorry.
cute.
The last one.
Mhm.
He's made another appearance.
Okay, so knowing me, what is the likelihood that I will watch this?
It could be pretty. Did you watch Watchmen?
The
No.
movie Watchmen?
No. The show.
The show Watchmen? No, I have not. Like, I've heard about it, but
Do you want to watch Watchmen?
I don't know what it's about. Like, I've heard people talk about Watchmen.
Have you seen the movie Watchmen?
No.
Okay, then you absolutely have no idea what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I mean the likelihood. So let's put it into this, Michelle. If I lend you my HBO Max, would you watch this show?
Yes.
Okay, then
All
you're
right,
gonna
you want to
get
pop out then.
You're gonna want to get out.
Well,
Okay.
well, honestly, it's one episode. Are you into cosmic horror? Like, are you into Lovecraft?
Yeah.
I don't. It's because I'm fairly new, I guess, to watching a lot of movies and a lot of
Do you like sci-fis?
sci-fi. Yes, I
All right, you want to pop out then.
It's one episode though, so it's up to you.
Is it like? Would it spoil?
Yeah, don't worry, Gio.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
don't
it
even know. You don't even know what's coming next. So
No, so it would spoil something. I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna,
I mean,
I
there's
don't know.
possibility.
It's okay. I'll let you
actually
guys
in the
talk
process
freely.
of reading the book too, so it gets bonkers.
There's a book.
Yeah.
yeah. The thing is, like Michelle, I feel like this would be something you're gonna watch because, I mean, Jordan Peele is producing this with J.J. Abrams, so you're a fan of Get Out and Us. I think you'd
This
be.
isn't anything like any of that. Though.
It's not anything like it, but just that name behind it. I think Michelle would
Right
be
here, Tony.
Yeah.
Right here.
Look at
If it's definitely be like a topic of conversation that's going to keep on going, then I definitely want to watch it.
Well, yeah, because every Friday we're gonna be reviewing the episode. So Tony was you weren't here when we were doing the Watchmen reviews, And we've basically reviewed every single what's it called episode of Watchmen on every Fridays when they come out. So you know, we're actually gonna discuss every Friday every single episode of Lovecraft Country that comes out until the end.
So
It's
catch
okay.
up. Catch up.
Yeah, I'll catch up. So just are they all on HBO?
No, they're
Not yet.
dropping weekly.
Yeah, but the Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Watchmen is all on there.
Yeah, it's all.
And it's
on
only
there.
one season.
Okay, so you can share your account with me so I can watch it.
Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, don't give me that smile. I know. You're like, wow, yeah.
You're gonna do it, Ro. You're gonna do it.
No, I know I'm gonna do it because I wanted to watch the show because I
Yeah.
genuinely think this
It
is
might
something.
be free
What's
because I know it was about a month or a two ago. They actually put the whole series up for free. That way you can watch it. So
Yeah,
it might actually be free. You might want to check that first.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Well,
Heck
bye
yeah, Gio.
guys.
Later,
It was
Michelle.
nice,
You wanna
talking
look it
to you. I mean,
Queen
yeah.
Weeb, 3 E's, and Queen and Weeb.
yes, you got it. And that's on Twitter, on Instagram.
I'm just giving you this option, Michelle, because I know how you are with spoilers. Like you don't even want to watch trailers because you think they spoil the movie. So like I don't want to tell you to get out of here, but I know that you're gonna hate me if we spoil something here.
I know. It's because trailers are a 50-50 chance that they'll spoil the whole movies. So anyway,
That's only comic book trailers.
Can do that.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you, everyone. I'll see you again next
Michelle.
week. See you tomorrow. Bye.
right.
Have a good night, everyone.
Cheers.
All right.
And to Gio, yeah. I mean, I would watch
Don't
the
worry
show
about it.
every week.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Gio. You're good. I was gonna say right now. So if you're still watching this, if you're still listening to this, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. I'll go ahead and give you guys a thumbs up when we're done talking about it, so you can just come back. If you want to mute the stream, go ahead and mute it. If you want to take off your headphones and not see what we're not, unless you can read lips, then wow, you're amazing. But you don't have to leave. If you want, just take off your headphones or mute the stream. And you're good. We still get your viewership that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this. This is your one and only spoiler warning. This is for the audio replay. This is for the video, whatever. Guys, if you're listening past this part, then you are okay with spoilers. And the spoiler warning is in effect in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, man. Yeah, I know. All right, dude. They brought it. I was not expecting them to open it like that. I gotta say, first of all, like when I saw the war, like the beginning scene where they're like going through the trenches, I was like, okay, are we getting like a war flashback?
And then UFOs show up.
Yeah, and then one thing like goes out the trench and like, holy shit, there's like UFOs and like Cthulhu is here.
And Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson. Like, dude, I was blown away. I was like, okay, yeah, they're swinging. Like, they're not holding it out right now. Like,
I mean, this show reminded me of like when I was watching Watchmen, which is great because I loved Watchmen. It really had that overall kind of feel to it.
Yeah. I really like this first episode. Sorry, Tony, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I agree. I hadn't started reading the book yet, and man, just off of the name Lovecraft Country, kind of going into a show blind, not really knowing what's going on. I've kind of been interested in Lovecraft and his writings for recently about a year now, kind of dipping my toe in and checking it out and watching some of the adaptations, like The Color Out of Space came out earlier this year, late last year. I watched that. They went full Lovecraft right out the gate with Big Daddy Cthulhu and the woman from Mars, the spaceships and tentacles all over the place. Yeah, they went full on Lovecraft. I was shocked and very happy.
No, was the silver car with like the force field around it? Is that Lovecraft too?
I'm not gonna say. That's actually in the book, and that It's not Lovecraft,
Okay.
but it's important.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of things that I want to bring up. I have of course love these performances. Yo, Journey Smollett Bell, bro. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I loved her.
Yeah.
Yeah, just even the facial expression she was making, like when she gets to the whole concert with her sister, and just like there's like she's like turning around and she looks at her sister and she's like, "Hi, like I'm here." It's like I love her, and of course I cannot bring up that diner scene.
Oh, that whole shot.
That was probably my favorite scene.
I mean, the colors used in that.
Past those white folks, and she just kind of lowered her glasses. Like, okay, all right.
Mhm.
And then she just comes out like, "Let's get the fuck out of here!"
It just runs. She bolts. I like that whole like little discussion. I like how he brought up like the White House and why they painted it white, and then he moves like the floor panel, and he's like, "Fuck!" Right at the minute she's running out.
Did you catch why? Because it took me. I watched the show and it stuck in my head. It took me to actually read that part in the book to realize why it stuck out to me. Do you get why they even brought that up?
I mean, they mentioned the previous. I guess there was African Americans there previously, so I'm guessing they got burnt.
They don't even really say that it was like a black owner. All they said was he had it in his book that the owner served, people that were, traveling black folks.
Yeah.
They actually served them. They didn't treat them like shit. They treated them like people.
Yeah.
And the white folks didn't like that. So yeah, it took me to actually read it to be like, oh shit, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just curious if you caught that right out the gate.
Yeah. Hey, Brad, am I the only one who's kind of hearing what's it called? Tony's what's it called?
Yeah, it's a little.
It's going in and out.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know if what's going on with that, but yeah, I was kind of going in and out. I mean, it's nothing too bad. I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay. Let me see if I can fix it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, I really enjoyed the dynasty and that whole car chase scene with the guns and everything was like that was so tense.
I mean, just the way that was filmed and then the colors used in that with the black truck, then the red car. I mean, it was absolutely just wonderful to watch. Like I said, this really reminds me a lot of Watchmen and what they did with Watchmen, and they basically Watchmen was only one season. So that's kind of sad. We only got one season of that, but this is kind of like adding on to it. And the fact we're still getting the same great visuals we got in Watchmen and the same great story too. So it's like kind of like a continuation in a way of not the same story, but in the same essence of Watchmen.
Yeah. And I think that it's just so interesting to kind of have this backdrop of a horror story. Well, of course, with these monsters, which incredible design work on that. I think it's just so interesting to kind of have it based around in the segregation, what's it called, era, and just that like I said, that car chase scene was so tense. But what was more tense was the whole thing with the sheriff.
When they're on the ground and you're just like, this is not going to end well at all.
No, the drive to get past the county.
Before and then it didn't even fucking matter.
Yeah,
sundown town thing.
My hands were sweaty. I was so sweaty. I was like, oh crap, they're not gonna make it. And every time the Journey Smollett Bell would just turn around. I'm like, oh fuck, he's not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. And
I just knew that he had called ahead though. I knew he had called ahead.
Yeah.
I was bummed the entire time they were outrunning him. I just knew that he was toying with him.
But also the makeup in those scenes of the wounds when those creatures bit him in the shoulder. That looked amazing. I mean, that was some Walking Dead kind of looking shit.
That shot with all the flares. I think it was from the over the top, and it was showing them with the flares and all the monsters. It just looks so good.
Oh, when she's running to the car and she gets in the car and then the jump, you even get a jump scare in this. It's just it's really sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
It tripped me out how graphic it was when the Shaggoth just comes down, like bites that dude in half. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, HBO doesn't play.
No, they really don't.
No, they don't at all, dude. And this being the first episode, I'm like, I don't want to, throw predictions out here and be like, oh, is this gonna be like a Watchmen where like Brad and I were like, oh, this episode was really good, and then next week like, oh crap, this was better, and then the next we're like, what the hell?
We've only seen 2 shows that have done this, and that's Glow and Watchmen.
Yeah.
Where
Watchmen.
every episode is like
okay.
Yeah, where every episode just continually got better.
Yeah. But
I would be really interested. Y'all are watching this on HBO. Do y'all both have HBO Max?
Yeah, I actually canceled my HBO and then signed on to HBO Max.
Have you watched anything on Doom Patrol?
No.
Not I watched Titans when the Doom Patrol in there, but I haven't watched the first. First of all, wait, is the first season of Doom Patrol on HBO Max?
Both of them are.
I saw Batwoman was.
Oh, sick.
I will
watch
tell you this. Doom Patrol is not like anything you have seen. It is bonkers. It is weird.
Yeah.
They completely embrace how weird it is. That's
why I heard it was like it was the villain that made people have like compulsive orgasms or something.
No, but that it's not a villain. I don't want to spoil that for you, but
I mean, just the thought of
something that comes back a couple times. That is really, really funny.
Have you watched The Boys on Amazon?
Me?
It's another superhero film. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that.
Okay. Yeah. So I actually, this kind of sounds like kind of in The Boys vein. So I'm like, this is probably gonna be enjoyable for me.
Doom Patrol is not. Yeah, Doom Patrol is singular. It is. There's nothing else like it.
Okay.
It is that weird.
Yeah. But
like, back to Lovecraft Country. I was just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to recommend that to y'all because y'all both have it. Yeah,
but definitely. So that whole thing in the woods, just the way they whole played off the bit with the shotgun was kind of like, oh, okay. I kind of like that. That was kind of fun. Yeah. But I was like, I thought the damn thing was gonna come for him, and I was like, please, Journey Smollett, just Journey, please, just crash into that damn cabin. Just run.
That's what she did. Exactly.
And I was like, holy shit. Like, the amount of jump scares you get in here that I didn't think would be jump scares, I was like, oh, crap. Like, I really kind of appreciate that.
Did anyone else get anxiety, like, after that when they're walking down the road just in blood? Just blood stains? Like, I'm just like, somebody's bound and determined just to come across them. I mean, they're having a hard enough time when they're just, like, in clean clothes. This is just a bad look right now.
Yeah.
That town made it very clear. Those sheriffs made it very clear that they were not welcome there. And now they're walking down the street covered in blood. I'm right there with you.
It was a little iffy.
Right there with you.
Yep. Yeah, no, those sheriffs definitely made it very apparent that would, like, I mean, they wouldn't even give him the shotgun. They're like, no, I'm not going to give you the shotgun. Like, you got to shoot like, they were willing to die by a monster than to give the black guy the gun so that way he could shoot the monster. So,
y'all have not even brought up the bus.
The what?
The bus scene.
Where they didn't even let him on the truck.
Yeah.
That older woman and him just talking and walking, just the short interaction that they had right on the bus, and then after, as he was holding her luggage walking in, it was very poignant, and I thought it was beautiful, really, the conversations that they had. I love really like the little commentaries that they actually lifted directly from the book that, John Carter, oh, well, he's an ex-Confederate. Like, no, you're never an ex-Confederate. Like, you don't get to take the uniform off and all of a sudden
we learned that
Nazi, you are a Nazi.
We learned that in Glorious Bastards.
And I actually, what do y'all think of that? Because they don't really bring it up too much. They touch on it whenever he starts talking with his uncle about Lovecraft.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Lovecraft was a horrible bigot. He created
he had that one book that they mentioned. Like
the
I don't know
poem.
any background of Lovecraft. I've actually never read any Lovecraft.
Oh, Lovecraft.
He's fascinating. If you actually read his writing, it is fascinating. But there are layers of very blatant racism. The poem, I guess you could call it, that he wrote on the basis of, or on the creation of, and it's horrible and it's debasing and it's deplorable. But
well, and this is where you come to, even nowadays, separating the artist from the art. Can you?
That's just what I was bringing up.
And I was going to say, I think that there's room.
What do y'all think of that? Because that brings up that discussion.
This is one of those. It's like Bill Cosby. I can't separate Bill Cosby from what he did before to what he's been now. Like I can't do
Mel
that.
Gibson.
I can't do that. Can't do that. Mel Gibson is a piece of shit. I mean, I can. There's what's that one movie? Role I forget what it's called. It has Kevin Spacey in it.
Baby Driver?
I absolutely love Baby Driver, but I can't separate Kevin Spacey from it. So I'm just like, I want to watch Baby Driver.
He was in great
movies, but I can't separate it now from him. It's difficult.
And that's what's crazy. I can do that with him, and I can do that with music. Like Michael Jackson, there's sometimes I'll put on Michael Jackson and I'll just vibe. I grew up with that music. I can't help it. But then other times it'll hit me. It's like, fuck, and I'll turn it off.
Well, it's like R. Kelly, like Remix to Ignition. Love that song. I mean,
12 Play was a staple growing up. Like
it's difficult. All the time. It's really difficult. Like when you really like the art, but the artist is a piece of shit.
But so like I think there is room to understand, not to understand, I'm sorry, to know where Lovecraft's racism, know that it was there. But I think that there's also room to take his works and actually have some form of analysis, and like what they're kind of doing here, like, have a way to, commentate on racial issues and stuff like that. Like, like kind of like what they did with Watchmen, right? Like you have this book that, has so many areas to kind of like, dissect different things. You have the corrupt governments, and you also have racial issues, and you have, what's it called? A society of people who are being ignored. You have all these things, but you kind of have the room to be able to like, kind of focus on something, and on something particular. So I think that, yeah, it feels kind of weird that we're kind of adapting a book from someone who was very, very blatantly racist. But at the same time, I think it leaves room for some really clever analysis of, the subjects at hand.
Well, in this, with Lovecraft Country, I actually find it fascinating because it's not being adapted from Lovecraft.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's from a different author. But they address Lovecraft's issues, and that's where good. I find it really fascinating, because they are deconstructing exactly what we were talking about, the art from the artist. I don't remember if they brought it up in the show, but I know in the book at one point they talk about the Shoggoths and how they're monstrous creatures that used to serve otherworldly beings, and or they were making the parallel that the monstrous creatures happen to be darker, and the more enlightened ones happen to be white, and it just they were kind of stringing that together, and it's just to deconstruct it, because Lovecraft has put together and inspired incredible sci-fi. I mean, Guillermo del Toro has been trying to make Mountains of Madness for like over a decade, and that is Lovecraft, and that's Guillermo. Lovecraft would hate Guillermo
Oh, I'm sure.
Fuck yeah,
strictly off of the skin, off of his skin. But I mean, Guillermo loves his stuff, and you can tell that by his creature designs and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess if we think of it like this, like if we had to boycott every company that was just shitty, we would not have any clothes, we would not have any food. Like, I guess if we think it in that form, nothing and no one is perfect in a way.
I think it just comes down to the approach as to what we're to the approach. It comes out to the approach what we're doing with the the subject. Like if we're just taking it to send a message of hate, right?
Yeah.
Then maybe we probably should boycott something like that. But if we're doing something like where this show where it's kind of is analyzing race relations and it is doing something more so with deconstructing Lovecraft, I think it's like I think we can go in again and also like it's being executive produced by somebody like Jordan Peele, like it's not going to come from it's not going to come from a place of hate. It's going to come from a smart analysis of what the subject is there. So I think that's why I'm kind of rocking with this show right now. I'm like, okay, I want to see what this is, of course. And because the moment I saw Lovecraft, I was like, okay, what are we going to do here? And I was like, because like everybody who knows Lovecraft's cat, you guys can go and research what he named the cat.
His dog too.
Yeah. So it kind of got me there, but
that can't be good.
I love this. I'm not gonna say that, Brad. I love this episode. It started off the way I was hoping. I was like, I don't want them to kind of wait to do things like do it like the way they did, like with Watchmen. They just swung at us, and they're like, this is what it's gonna be. Be ready for it or not. And we're gonna kind of take you with this really wild ride.
Well, and this throws you right into that whole talking about racism and race relations, just like Watchmen did with Tulsa, with the Tulsa race riots. Like it throws you right into it, and it's one of those things. It was never taught in school, at least when I was in school. It was never brought up.
Yeah,
like I didn't learn about that until like way after. I'm just like they burned a whole fucking town down.
To college, bro. I didn't learn about it until college. Yeah.
I think it was like the game, because I think he had a song or album called Black Wall Street. That's where I learned from that. Strange enough.
Remember I watched that episode, the very first one, and I was shocked and I was appalled. And the next day I was at work and I was looking at the news before I went into a meeting, and I saw that was like trending, and I looked at why, and it blew me away. Like, motherfucker, I've gone through my entire adult life and not known anything about this because they don't teach this at all.
They don't. When I was in school, and this was 90s, 2000s, they didn't teach Columbus was a piece of shit. They didn't do that. I didn't learn to an adult that he was such a piece of shit. They didn't talk about the first black sheriff, who was like awesome. I mean, it's just stuff that kind of just got pushed to the side.
Under the rug.
Yeah,
pushed under the rug.
That's where you can like, I know last week Tonight did an episode about the way history has been taught here in the U.S. It kind of got co-opted by the Daughters of the Confederacy, and ever since then they've been painting everything with that rosy tint. Just
well, and if it wasn't
paint over that.
And if it wasn't for like television movies, I wouldn't know NASA's like main programmers were African American women. I wouldn't know that. I mean, it's amazing like how far I've gone into my life and not known this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited for this week's episode. I want to see where we can go here. And of course, like I said, we're going to be doing, oh, sorry, by the way, are we done?
I'm
We're
good.
done.
I mean, I thought the first episode
Yeah,
was
I feel-
excellent, and I'm going to be
I thought it
watching
was
it
too.
from here.
I'm hooked. I'm in.
Yeah.
In fact, I went out and got the book, and I'm reading the book now. So,
And I just got a
I'm-
Kindle, so I'm probably going to download the book.
I'm in as far as I can get in.
Yeah. Okay. We're done, guys. We're done with talking about spoilers. You can come back in. Don't worry about it. We're good. It's very nice. It's very nice.
They're filming a sequel.
Yeah,
Borat?
I hope so. I hope they do Borat sequels forever.
I mean, but can he really play the character and people not know who he is?
Wait, hold on.
I think
thought he
it's been
retired
over
that
10
character.
years. He said he did, but
He
there
can do what he
was a
wants.
report that I just read earlier today, actually, that they are secretly filming it in LA right now. So I don't know if it's
So is he going to try to
movie or
kidnap
if it's
Pamela
a TV
Anderson again?
show or... when you, dude,
Still
the
can't
social
rock it,
landscape
boys.
is the social landscape has changed. A
Yeah.
lot of the stuff
yeah.
that they did back then,
Oh,
you
what?
you could get run off and canceled for now, and that's
Dude.
a shame.
One of my favorite moments is when he talks to the group of dudes outside when he's going to the hotel and he's
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite moments ever. But one of my favorite things from Borat is that deleted scene where he's at the what's it called at a like a Walmart or something. I don't know what it is, and he's asking like what these things are. He just goes through the whole road like, and what is this?
Yeah.
And what is this?
I mean, when you look at it, the entire character is a no-go now.
No, yeah, of course. And it's funny because like I was telling Brad, like,
the accent, everything. It's a no-go now.
It's a no-go, but like, and I was saying, Brad, like the reason everybody kind of gave him the reaction was because it was like Americans viewing like, oh, here's this like dumb foreign guy who doesn't know anything about our country. We gotta let him go. Like we gotta give him a pass when he's saying like stupid shit here.
Yeah.
So
that's how he got to interview all those politicians and everything.
Yeah.
From the Ali G show and then for the movie because they thought, oh, he's just some foreigner. Let's give him whatever. And boom, there you are looking like a moron, and he's putting your idiocy out there for everybody to see.
And I love how people tried to.
It was brilliant the way he would do it.
Yeah. I still want to see the Sarah Palin clip, the whole part of
that was really good.
For Who is America.
She was a parody in and of herself back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I love Sacha Baron Cohen. I love her. I don't think we'll ever see Bruno come back though. Bruno definitely is.
Not. I mean, I think you could bring Ali G back.
Ali G.
He's not the most controversial thing.
The thing is that Ali G.
Are you kidding me?
He's a parody rapper. We have plenty of parody rappers. Look at like Chris D'Elia or whatever his name is.
Do you really not think that they would tear him apart? He's a white-ish Jewish man, and he would be portraying that character. You don't think that they wouldn't tear him apart? Look, I don't agree with them. I think the whole social justice right now, we're in an overcorrection right now.
Well,
we went so far one way. Now we're kind of overcorrecting. Where people are getting pissed off at humor.
Well, and it's not just humor. It's showing like a lot of people just being stupid. Yep. It's
but
what
you're not allowed to say it anymore.
Blazing Saddles wouldn't be able to get made today.
No,
but Blazing Saddles was just making fun of racist white people. That's the whole movie.
It's like I said.
No, and that's the thing. I rewatched it not long ago. There are some other caricatures in there that would not. That do
the Native American
one.
Yeah, that
the
one.
Gay men in there. The Asian men in there. Like
But most of the movie was making fun of racist white people.
Aside
like
from all of that,
racist white people at that.
But
I love the movie. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. But
it would not work today.
No, it wouldn't.
But
nobody would have the balls to do it today anyway.
Like I've said, it's just
I Sacha Baron Cohen.
I think that what we're in is just people not wanting to look at things beyond the surface, because what Ali G is making fun of isn't of those people. like he's making fun of white boys in England who pretend to be Jamaican. Like that's who they're making fun of.
You mean like Tom Hanks' son?
100%. Like he's making fun of people like
name your kid Chet and not expect him to be a douchebag like
Cheddar
that.
Chad.
Come on, man.
Chad, dude. I still can't get over him making this
no shot.
about his parents.
He didn't have a chance, man. You look at Colin.
Colin's got to be like, what
just
the
looks
hell?
at him like, you stupid motherfucker. Just, God damn it. Like they're on a red carpet and he's like, and Colin's just over there like, oh, God. Yeah.
Be like,
No
Mom,
bueno.
did you smoke during him?
Yeah. Like I still can't believe that he makes that statement about his parents getting COVID and he's just without a shirt and he's like, don't worry, y'all, there ain't even tripping. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like,
I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks would have been like, dude, just don't even help.
Just don't even.
But fuck, what was it? Rita came out and you kind of see where Chet got it from because Rita came out and she rapped a song. I forget what it was. It was like a 90s hip hop song.
It 100% needs to come from somebody, and it's not coming from somebody.
Yeah. But you don't know that. You don't know what they're like behind closed doors.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
You
in the
got like a
household.
peek. You got like a peek because there was a viral video that went out like earlier this year, last year, where Rita was just rapping along like word for word, bar for bar to like an old school hip hop song. Like, wait a fucking minute now.
This might explain things. This might explain things. And then you look at Colin and going,
Tony, that was like during the beginning weeks of quarantine, right? And they were like,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It was like, Rita just killed him more than we possibly can kill. Yeah. Yep. But I
you don't memorize a song like that unless you love that shit.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm really excited to keep going with this show. And of course, we kind of reached the end, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and sign off here.
Hey, Tony, I had a question before we sign off, though.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you seen this movie?
Bad CGI.
What is it?
Bad CGI sharks.
I've heard of it.
Do yourself a favor.
I've heard of something like that.
Watch it.
Do watch it.
You might get the humor out of it.
Huh?
Watch The Color Out of Space. Or Color Out of Space or Mom and Dad or Mandy.
Oh, dude, I got Mandy for $5.
Have you watched it?
Huh?
Have you watched it yet?
Oh, I'm gonna pop it in as like tomorrow or something before we do record and stuff.
What's Mandy?
I have to ask you, are you guys fans of Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
for the most part.
I'm a Nick Cage guy.
Yeah.
That
Mandy, the heavy metal Mandy thing, the trailer, if I remember right.
He is in like a renaissance right now. Where he like these directors are making these just bonkers, fucked up movies,
and then throwing him in there,
and they're thinking Nick Cage would be perfect, and they're getting him for regular roles, and then they kind of twist it to where at some point they allow him to go full Nick Cage.
Well, dude, I want to see him work with the Safdies.
Brilliant.
I want to see him work with the Safdies.
You know what my issue though is with Nick Cage is the movie Knowing. It's not even Nick Cage. I love Nick Cage in that movie. Yeah, I love Nick Cage in Knowing, but the ending is so horrible and just makes me so mad that I'm just pissed off at the whole fucking movie. And that's where I think I'm like, fuck Nick Cage, and I'm like, it's not Nick Cage's fault. I really
like the ending of that movie, and I like that movie, and it's crazy because I am super anti-religion, stuff like that, but I really like that and the allegory that they used and the visuals. I actually really like it.
Can we just talk about the ending here, Ro? Like, spoiler alert, Knowing, blah blah blah.
Man, I've never known.
All right, there's a spoiler alert. Let's go.
Okay. No, we're good. So we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about this whole Ben Affleck news that just dropped yesterday. And
hopefully, again,
tomorrow we get to talk about some Batman news because what's it called? DC fandom is tomorrow.
Yep.
So hopefully
wait. It's called Fandom.
Huh? Yeah, it is.
It's called Fandom.
Court
like
of
DC
Owls.
gives fans dome. Very nice. What was it?
We're getting
number 4.
The Court of Owls game. We're getting the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. We're getting the Suicide Squad panel, which is probably going to show off footage because they filmed it before the quarantine. They were already done.
This is the James Gunn one, right?
Yep. You have another trailer for Wonder Woman. A trailer for
tomorrow's going to be a DC episode for sure.
It's going to be big. I'm very excited.
A trailer for the Snyder. Aroused. Yeah, probably a trailer for Snyder.
And then they're going to release the Nick Cage Superman movie on HBO Max. I mean, it's not out of realm of reason. Like,
do y'all want to see the Ayer cut?
Tomorrow they announce the Ayer cut.
I don't give a fuck about the Ayer cut. Don't give a fuck. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Jared Leto's parts, but other than that, I don't care.
I don't care about it either. All right. With that being said, it's been a wonderful time. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for what's possibly going to be a big DC episode of the live show. But in the meantime, I guess Tony, Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Go ahead and check him out.
Very nice.
Talk to him about movies and stuff. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Brad, where can they find you?
Random Germ 101 everywhere.
And as always, I'm the Nerd Chicken on both Instagram and Twitter. You guys can go check me out and check out all the wonderful stuff we do. Nerdcore.com is where you can find all the reviews, and all the wonderful stuff about our wonderful network we have working here. More. Yeah, God, I still can't believe that Brad never noticed when I kept doing that during there was one episode of the live show where Tony was like, "Hey, can you just throw your thumbs up randomly and not say anything about it?" And I kept doing it like 10 times during the show, and Brad never noticed it.
That was the best. Did he tell you that afterwards?
No, because I just don't. No. I don't pay attention enough to roll.
First time I ever told him. And I kept doing it like 10 times.
And just do it randomly. Every now and then just kind of give a thumbs up with no context. Which, by the way, I apologize for earlier. Me and Amanda.
That was horrible. Horrible timing, sir.
I dropped that in, and then I hear, these children were being molested, and then I was like, oh shit.
Pushed. Redo. Undo.
Yeah.
There's never been any worse timing, my friend.
I mean, that was pretty bad.
All right. We'll catch you guys later, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Brad, send them out.
Ryro, thank you for being host as always. Thank you to Tony right here, being great co-host guest. Thank you to Michelle and Luis from earlier for being great co-hosts. Thank you to all our listeners out there. Yay! Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all those who were in chat today. Appreciate that as well. And I guess I'll leave with a very nice Young Yoda out.
Just love sucking